All right, yeah. All right, I think that's good to start. I'm gonna have to check to make sure it's actually playing properly. Just give me a sec.
I can tune in real quick.
I mean, I gotta do it anyway. I gotta get to the chat. Oh, I hear some good sounding audio. Man, I really do really love this microphone. All right then.
Oof, loud. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, it sounds a lot more quiet when I hit record than it does when I hit stream. I don't know what's up with that. It's like it's two different audios working for streaming and recording.
It is. It's weird. When I
Anyways,
when I stream, I'm a lot louder. When I record, I have to bump up my audio in editing. Okay. Either way.
yeah. So I'm just gonna explain. This is a watch along thing. There's no movie on the screen because I don't want to get copyright struck. But we're gonna be watching the movie all the way through, and we're gonna be commentating on it. And I'm only doing this because my friend is here with me. He wants to watch the movie. He didn't watch it in theaters because I said I hated it and I thought it was terrible. So he's waited till now when it's available online, although maybe not through very legal methods. But you know, hey, I can't buy the movie yet. I will when it comes out. I'm putting myself on a free pass for this because I'm gonna be buying the 6 movie collection or whatever they got coming out soon. But yeah, so, uh, yeah, no, I can't play the movie. I'd get copyright struck. Listen, there are methods, there are ways of finding this movie already online. You can't buy it officially, not yet. But there are
Join
ways.
his Discord, then private message Silva. I know things.
Or you could just do it to me. I'm the one with the. I have the link right here. I'm the one
I
broadcasting
have
to you.
links too. I have links too.
Yeah, but some of the sites you use are super dumb, and you have to have like 6 ad blockers. This one's only needs 1.
Fair.
All right, enough stalling. I just want to get this going because this is a 2.5 hour train wreck, and it's gonna be like 9:30 when we finish this. Okay, so just before, watch along means you just time it with your own movie, your own setup of the movie, and if I mean honestly, right now, not a lot of people are gonna be able to find it. I know where to go because I've been on the internet long enough. I know a lot of things.
I have shown you every single site you know, but okay.
No, not even close. But let's just get this going. And I'll hit the play button on the timer, and anyone else who's got access to their stuff. A watch along is just basically where you line up the movie that they're watching with your own version of the movie. They don't show it on screen. It's sort of like just so you can have some active commentary over a movie playing without getting copyright struck. Simple. I'm gonna hit play just for a few seconds because there's like a 5 seconds of darkness, so I can line it up with the actual start of the movie when I hit the timer. It's like right there. Okay, cool.
There you go.
So I'll get that set up, and I'll hit this timer, and we'll just get going and watch Jurassic World Dominion. And like I said, you have to play your own copy alongside this video. I don't expect this to be too crazy because I don't think, like I said, I don't think a lot of people have Dominion right now. There's like nobody has Dominion. There are ways of doing it. I'm not gonna say what those are here because I don't want to get my channel in trouble. You're just gonna have to either go message me on Discord or someone, or just I don't know, get a bit adventurous yourself. Maybe take a few risks with appropriate virus protection. All right. So I'm just gonna play the movie. And we're just gonna go. And we're gonna watch this absolute train wreck. And I hope if you like this movie, we're gonna have some problems. All right, let's just get this going. Wait, before we start, I have to make sure. I can give it before we have to start. I forgot what hotkey starts the timer. Give me a sec. It is that button. Okay. Let's just get this. Let's finally get this show on the road, huh? I'm gonna
Indeed.
In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do this. I kind of want a full screen, but at the same time, I'm afraid that'll break the playback. So you don't mind it, do you?
Nope.
This is
and it would break the playback.
Yeah, I know it's happened before, which is why I'm I mean, my screen's big enough. This thing's bigger than an iPad on my screen. Plus, I can just use the zoom in feature over here. No, I think it was worse than JP3. JP3 was bad, but at least it gave me dinosaurs and didn't try to waste my time with a pointless plot.
At least it had more of a dinosaur fight. Its dinosaur fight was longer.
You haven't even seen this movie. You don't know what the fight's like. I mean, you're right, but you can't say it as if you know.
I've seen clips.
I noticed that this is from some sort of Asian country because of the extra subtitles on top of it. You saw that?
I saw it. You can probably turn those off.
I can't. They're baked in.
Oof.
Oh no, we have to deal with some subtitles.
Wouldn't be a problem if it was Japanese. I can at least understand Japanese.
Nah, that's Korean, isn't it?
Yep.
That is a cool scene though, and I wish there were more scenes like that. You know, dinosaurs interacting with the real world.
That is a good scene. That is something I have seen. I've seen the opening into this movie.
I love how these are all just clips from the Battle of Big Rock ending.
I still like that scene.
Who got that? Who got that fucking footage?
Very brave man.
And there was Lockwood Manor. The events that contradict this movie are from that last movie. Look at that CGI. Look, it looks like an Xbox 360 render. Look how bad it is.
It looks amazing. I don't know what you mean.
And then you got this really good-looking shot with the Allosaurus here.
Now I loved that short. Anyone else love that short? That short was great.
Battle of Big Rock was awesome. It looks better than this entire movie and has more dinosaurs versus humans things. It's British.
British.
British. Oh, Evilville. Look, evil company.
Hi, Dotson.
I like there's a fucking scientist in a wheelchair. Did you see that? There's a scientist in the wheelchair in the background. Everyone thinks that they should destroy the dinosaurs. Yeah.
I agree.
Man, I wish they went more into the BIOS and stuff because the villain is so lame in this movie. Hey, look at this. This right here, the Charlotte Lockwood, destroys the entire story of every movie past the first Jurassic World. Look at that! Look how bad that is! Oh my god!
It looks fine to me.
And then there comes this really good-looking Quetzal. Like that Stingy looks so bad. It looked like one of those phone things where you plop a dinosaur into the scene, you know? Yeah, because
Maybe
like
it was.
It legit looks like a Jurassic World thing where they put a dinosaur in the scene. It was a newsreel at the beginning where they're talking about the dinosaurs in the world and stuff. It's just I don't know. Here we go. They're breaking into the super secret farm where they're making dinosaurs.
Someone's asking what's happening.
Hey, Giganotosaurus. The only way you're gonna get the link to the movie itself is through other means. I can't post it here because it's it's not available in the most legal methods right now, unfortunately. They break into this farm.
Hi, Claire.
Look, does that look like your farm? You keep dinos in there? What's up, Mason? Look, it's a cute baby dinosaur. You have to save him. Why do they even have a wrist thing on it? What does that do?
Tracking.
Seems kind of weird to put it on the leg, a part that's I don't know. Probably gonna grow.
I would assume
lot.
it's either tracking or possibly electric shock.
Hey, look, you recognize him?
Nope.
Look at it. How the hell did they lift that thing? It probably weighs like hundreds of pounds.
They are very strong people.
It's two women and a nerdy guy.
I said they are very strong people. Stop questioning the movie.
No, I'm gonna crap talk this movie to the very end because this movie is awful.
Fair enough.
Hold on, so what? I don't know the handles. Yeehaw.
Mad Spino's not in the movie.
You're gonna be mad about that.
I'm always mad about that. I'm mad that Jurassic Park 3 ruined Spinosaurus for every other movie. It's the reason I don't like Jurassic Park 3. And Spinosaurus is my favorite dinosaur.
Now that I think about it, I think that's the only time in this entire movie someone uses a gun. He's shooting out the tires of this van.
Good for them.
Get fucked. I'm pretty sure everyone wanted the Spino in the movie, but of course they couldn't do that. They had to do every other piece of fan service except for that.
Well, they can't bring back Spino. They ruined their own creation.
I love her hair.
Both.
It's kind of funny. One of those shots where they're looking at Claire, like, I know she's in the scene, but just a single one of the shots that look green screened. I don't know if it was or if that's just coincidence.
Both.
Oh. Seriously, like, some of these shots, she doesn't look like she's actually there for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Odd.
Is it just like all this movie is just so horribly shot that some of it just looks bad by like on its own?
Possible.
If you don't know, this entire sequence right here with the horses chasing dinosaurs was actually from the director when he played with his dinosaur toys in the sandbox as a kid. Like he said, that is the entire reason he put this scene in the movie.
Is that why this is actually somewhat kind of cool?
Yeah, of course. They have like one or two cool ideas. You get to see them for about a minute each, and then you get to sit with the plot.
Damn, this movie has plot.
It has a lot of plot. It has to tell you. It wants to get you reeled in a little bit with some extra dino action at the start. So we're gonna have a dude with a piece of rope tackle a 2-ton dinosaur and manage to rope it somehow and
Hey,
contain
that is
it.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is like the best guy in the world.
Yeah, but that's a multi-ton hadrosaur. Look at this. He does it with nothing but a broken tree log and a standard rope. How strong is this freaking rope?
As strong as Chris Pratt, that it's not ripping his hand off right now.
Instantly tied into a knot. Woo! Seriously,
For
how is
anyone
that
wondering,
rope not...
yes, I will always call Owen Chris Pratt.
But seriously, why is the rope... How is this basic rope keeping this rampaging, like, trying to break free multi-ton hadrosaur under control? How does it not snap, like, instantly?
I think the rope wouldn't be the first thing to snap there. I think the wood would be.
Yeah, it's a decaying tree log. It's attached to as well. Just... This is... Look, it's neat, I guess.
I'd argue the rope would probably survive longer than the log it's attached to.
Regardless, I mean, it's still a cool scene. I'm willing to forgive. I would be willing to forgive if the movie was better, but God, this is gonna get this is the good part. Enjoy it. Once we get past the Malta scene, the entire movie just nosedives straight into the ground. So enjoy these first half of the movie because that's the most enjoyable part of it, and there's still a lot of problems. And here it comes. I really need to focus here because it's what these poachers are after. I have to pay attention to. Wait, did she already did she just place an already chopped log on the fucking thing? And now it's not chopped. What the hell? I just saw that it was cut in half. Is she not strong enough to lift that whole log by herself?
Well, to be fair, in all reality, typically you hit a log multiple times, even if it's already split, to get it smaller.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, fair game, I guess. But why was the log not cut in half between shots after she placed it down?
Bad editing.
I also love how this girl's just wandering into a logging camp with no one stopping her.
I love how she's riding a BMX bike in, like, the woods.
Is that a bad idea? I don't know enough about bikes.
A BMX bike is pretty much only useful for streets.
But look at this.
It's got one gear.
Look at this. This is a legit logging camp. How did she get in here?
I swear, if you walk anywhere and look like you belong, then you belong.
I think that works when you're an adult, not like a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
And then she tells them what to do because they're all too dumb to figure it out. Come on, Mr. Patasaurus, let's go. Another really nice scene which shows dinosaurs interacting with the human world. Again, enjoy them because they are fleeting.
This is a good scene. This is well done.
A little baby apatosaur. Man, if only this entire movie was, the like moral quandary over whether dinosaurs and man can truly coexist, and the answer being an obvious no. But still, it would have been a fun movie if they just explored that angle instead of what they actually go with here.
Shame. What a shame.
And now we get to the boring stuff. Ready for some human drama?
No.
Evidence. Yeah. Gotta love it. Two one-dimensional pieces of wood having an argument with like as much emotion as I don't know. Makes a good point. Look at that. Another interesting story that is never elaborated on. The idea of a clone knowing that they're a clone and thinking themselves as less than human. This also goes nowhere. Pretty much. They just kind of sidestep and go, it's probably fine. Then in comes the cool guy. Yeah. That's a lot of fun, isn't it? Just sitting here. Oh, look, look. There's
Hey,
a
look,
dinosaur.
dinosaurs.
Keep your attention on the screen. There's a dinosaur here. We promise. We'll show them off soon. Look at that.
Hey, look, a nice bus.
Blue had free reign over the entire world to go wherever she wants, and she nests literally like 100 feet from Owen's cabin.
Hey. It's a loyal raptor.
And yet she's not showing her face, and in the later scenes when she physically assaults him and like causes him severe damage.
That's fine.
You're gonna be biting those words.
Loyal-ish.
Loyal enough to not kill you instantly, but not loyal enough to not
I
attack you.
have got up to this part of the thing. I thought, because remember when I tried watching it originally, it wasn't even on the HD version yet?
Yep. Oh.
I thought that little the Blue's baby raptor was just bad looking because of there. Holy crap.
Let's take it. The thing's lagging. No. I'm gonna pause it for a second and I'm gonna stop the thing.
Perfect, we can discuss the baby blue here. Why does shit look so bad?
What do you mean so bad?
It looks horrible.
It doesn't look horrible, as bad as it's gonna in a few seconds here. There's like one shot of blue that looks like a never finished rendering that really bugged me when I saw it in the trailer. I was like, it's just the trailer. But then, but then I saw it and it's the exact same in the movie. I'm like, oh no. And I was just like, oh god, this is what we're doing, really? And it bugged the hell out of me. I'm gonna try to play it again, but I like how it's starting lagging only 15 minutes, and that gives me a lot of hope that this isn't gonna lag all the way through. You know?
Oh, one surefire way to turn a 2-hour movie into a 3-hour movie.
At least it gives us time to talk and stop and talk a little bit. So I need to play it to get the 1542 real quick, just because that's when the timer stopped. Okay, let's do this. Let's get back to it. Oh, look! Bunny!
Looks so bad.
It doesn't look terrible. I think these scenes look okay.
Okay, looked good there.
See? And the wolf comes out. You know what that sound is? Why does he look so confused? Huh, what was that raptor sound I just heard?
As far as you know, there's only one raptor in the world.
I know, right? No, actually, there isn't. You go to Dino Tracker website, a bunch of them from Isla Sorna have been brought over. They got tiger raptors and Jurassic Park 3 raptors running around out there right now. Now talk to her. Be the parent to this child with no parent. Oh, hey, what's up, killer? Just shut down immediately. Nice. We don't go for sugarcoating or letting it on nicely. It's just slap to the face. Yes. Lock her in the room, never let her leave.
That picture really does drive me nuts.
And questions that the story writer can't answer either. They just sidestep them entirely. Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck is that? That's some amateur Photoshop shit.
Wait a minute. Does that imply that she was at Jurassic Park?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to get a lot more than implying being at Jurassic Park. Trust me on that one. It gets a lot worse. Oh, I forgot.
How old is this kid?
No. That's the mom that she was supposed to be cloned from. Sorry, I had to pause the movie again, so we are in discussion again. It's going to get a lot more than just implying that she was there. It's going to imply that she was the greatest scientific mind that has ever walked this planet and is single-handedly responsible for basically everything. So get ready for that one.
But Dr. Wu.
No, shut up. We don't think about Dr. Wu. Charlotte Lockwood is the greatest scientist that has ever existed. You shut up.
But the chart says.
Shit. Okay. Plus, I really want to hear what these guys say because I could have sworn when you listen, hold up. Oh my god, it is. How did they fuck that up?
What?
Well, listen to what he just said. We found the house, and you were right. The raptor has a baby. So the target is the raptor. Now, let's analyze this for 5 seconds. Owen, the person living next door to this raptor, does not know it's there and does not know it has a kid. The person living right next door to this raptor is the only person who has any contact with this dinosaur, and it laid the egg in that bus, so it hasn't been taking the kid all over the place. Somehow, they know about the raptor baby, but the girl who's going into a town full of people with no doubt security cameras and cell phones and all sorts of things that could easily locate and track this girl.
Look, her stealth is 100.
They can't find her, but they can find the baby raptor that is in the forest that not even the person who lives next door knows about.
Look.
How?
The girl has stealth 100 and the raptor -5 stealth.
I was hoping I was wrong about that when I. This story is a mess.
This story is great. I don't know what you mean.
Oh,
Now, can we
really
continue?
Set 18 minutes in. The story is a fucking train wreck. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. We're getting to the real story here, Alan.
I know.
Here's the actual story of Dominion. I hope you enjoyed those 18 minutes with some
You
dinosaurs.
gotta remember, I watched 40 or so minutes of this nonsense as the horrible version.
I thought you said you only watched up to the part with the raptors.
I watched up to the part where they got to that one area, right before they were about to do the CIA sting operation. Like right before there.
God, that is so irritating me now. Now that I know I'm right and it's not just me remembering it wrong, it makes me more mad at this movie.
I'm noticing a lot more, though.
How did all those locusts hide in that one field? Jesus.
Big field, small bird, small animal.
They're not small, they're bigger than these children's heads.
Small-ish animal. I think the movie is great if they chuck the locust idea out the window. I agree.
That's great. Hey, it could have worked if there was a competent writer on board to balance the dinosaurs with the locusts instead of going locust, 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 dinosaurs, locust, locust, look, you know.
Hey, look, a locust.
Southern.
Hi. So you called a paleontologist?
Haha, funny. Dinosaurs get all the attention. Now we're gonna have a plot where we only focus on locust. Fuck you. Wow, that's a really interesting plot for the Jurassic Park movie. The industrial effects on farming. God, that's what I want my Jurassic Park movie.
Absolutely.
God. Yeah, no, the selling point is the dinosaurs, and yet they made a movie about locusts. I love how you could see in the before shots when they had the view over the fields, they weren't disturbed, but now they are because screw you.
Once again, great editing.
Subtlety is for losers. We don't want to have a subtle build-up to the reveal of what the locust, of who made the locust and what they do. Just answer all the questions immediately, right now, on top of our head. Boom. We don't have time to waste.
Hey, subtleties for losers.
We have more time. Then we can devote more time to even more people talking and being boring.
Alan
Grant's out here once again low on money because the man can just terrible with his finances.
Of course he is. He's Dr. Sattler left him.
Whoa. Who is he talking to with that? Like, legitimately, the two people on their cell phone?
How many people are always going to say you're don't want to see this to Grant?
I don't know. They're just reusing old tropes because new ideas scare them.
Every movie. If Dr. Grant's in a movie.
Hunter, the director's cut cannot save this movie.
Good luck with that. I hope they
Adding
add like
more...
5 hours of not locust.
Haha, look at that funny joke. He took the photo down. He's got Megalodon teeth in the background there. Did you see that? Like a photo of Megalodon teeth?
I saw it.
He's like right behind him right now. He's covering it.
I know. Most interesting thing in the shot is they're covering it. Well, that's not true. The Spinosaurus hiding right there is pretty cool.
Hey, look there! See, the Spinosaurus is in the movie. Look at Alan Grant's got a model of a skeleton right there. There's your Spino. Oh, soil science, regenerative farming. Man, I really love this part of this movie.
Can we discuss how Alan Grant would choose to have a model of a Spinosaurus after what he went through in Jurassic Park 3?
He has a bunch of raptor claws in here too, and a raptor skeleton. Also, he has shoes hanging up for some reason.
They're probably wet.
I'm just examining the background now that I've seen this scene before, and they're talking. They're doing their like one-dimensional Hollywood version of what Alan Grant and Dr. Sattler are.
Can we discuss the lonely comment in the room? How again, no subtlety.
Alan Grant feeling lonely. How did she get that in there? Or how did they get that in there from under that bucket?
Skill.
And this part's gonna annoy the hell out of me.
Probably lost a finger.
No, it hasn't, because no bugs that big existed in the Cretaceous. It would be the Cambrian. Cambrian was the age of giant bugs.
Dinosaur nerd.
Prehistoric nerd. It's not a dinosaur, it's an insect. It's clearly designed. How do you know? How does Alan Grant know who Biosyn is? That man is disconnected from the entire world.
I haven't seen the Giga yet, so I'll be, well, actually, I know about its weight and size, so...
15 tons, because it's a chunky boy.
You're right. That's a very much an inaccurate Giga. It's a fat Giga, as I like to put it, as I heard. Morbidly obese Giga.
I loved this part. I was like, oh, I need to go to look at it. They're just making up reasons. Why couldn't she go by herself? Because story.
Reasons.
She could just say, I want you to come along because I trust you. Wouldn't that be easier?
It would.
Oh, there we go. It's unfortunate. That should have been the only reason, because she has no logical reason to bring him along. She just wants an extra set of hands to help her, and she trusts Alan. That should be it.
Ugh.
Ian Malcolm works with them. How the world will end. Ooh, now we get the trailer shot.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm not coming along. U.S. Wildlife Relocation Facility.
Every time you didn't even fly. You didn't do the traditional thing of flashing money in his face.
How did they capture that thing?
Skill.
Yeah, welcome to the new government department of dinosaur control. Who are, for some reason, actually doing their job. I bet the shitty types are right working with you.
Right there, 2 feet behind you.
I mean, they indirectly, with what they're saying here, say that Biosyn is officially working with the government's official, dinosaur division to house the creatures. But that's not explored at all. I thought they were completely disconnected until I put the pieces together for the second viewing.
You know what? I've got a second. As far as time-wise, I've got to go take care of the animals. You can go ahead and keep doing your watch-along. I'll be right back.
All right, then. Actually, no, I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather let it load.
Up to you.
And also because I guess I do want people to come make fun of this with me too. It's just more fun. CIA hiring Jurassic Park employees is just flat out stupid, but they didn't. It's not this. Wait, no. You mean Jurassic World employees? I think that's what you mean. Because they hired at one nerdy kid, Franklin or whatever his name is. I kind of get that. But at the same time, I mean, he is a person that would know a lot about dinosaurs, and I mean, it'd be better to hire basically anyone else. Like, no, wait, Franklin wasn't even part of Jurassic World. He was just in Fallen Kingdom as the nerd they brought along, so... He's not really all that knowledgeable on dinosaurs either. He just survived one incident where he got tangled up in dinosaurs, and... yeah, it'd be better to hire, like, literally anyone else, like an actual member of staff. I get that they hired Barry, which actually does make sense. He was directly involved with dinosaurs. I don't know, man. This movie stirs up. Originally, when I first watched it, it just stirred up like nothing but like complete emotional flatline. I felt nothing when I came out of that theater besides like disappointment. Just disappointment was all I felt. Like this movie was just so underwhelming and disappointing. Watching it now that I've had time to think about all the plot points and everything else, all it's done is given me the chance to realize how much they really messed the story up bad. And I'm just going to say it again, the director's cut cannot save it because the issues are not in how long the scene, like the issues aren't how long the scene is and how little dialogue there is. The issue is that there's A, too much dialogue, and B, it's all pointless and either self-contradictory or just straight up boring. So the only thing a director's cut could do is add more dinosaur scenes in to distract you from how bad the writing is. Oh yeah, I know the final battle is really underwhelming, Hunter. I know that. It's. Oh, you're back already?
Yeah, for once they were actually put themselves away. That was convenient.
Nice. Well, let's get back to it. I said you already saw it, but I still don't want to go on with that. It's. And here comes the baby. Yeah, this movie screwed over Lightyear. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't think I want either of them to win in that situation. Jurassic World Dominion is terrible, and Buzz is made by Disney, and I hate Disney. Ooh. Wait.
No shit.
How could she say that when she barely even saw Blue? The only direct interaction she had with Blue is watching Blue, like, watch Owen pet her.
Fight the
Indoraptor. She saw him come into the room and fight the Indoraptor, and then, like, at the end when she ran off into the woods. She had, like, 2 interactions with Blue before this.
Hey, look, it's Blue.
Hello. There you go. This is already, like, as much interactions you had with the Beast originally.
Nope. No, it's not.
I just love the CGI, like, quality going up and down, like watching a.
It looks
like
horrible 1 second, decent the next.
I know, it's like watching the stock market. Oh yeah, Top Gun Maverick, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that way more than I like this than I did this, and that's surprising because I never.
Wait a minute. You like that movie? Now I really have to see it.
Top Gun Maverick was a lot of fun. It was a great movie.
I've been wanting to go to theaters and see that movie.
I went to the theater solely because my mom and dad invited me along, and I was like, "Yeah, it's free food, whatever they're paying." He has a picture of a raptor in the back of his truck. Look at that. He's like a circle. He's like, "Oh, raptors! Gotta find raptors." And she's already gone. Nice. But yeah, I went into it with no expectations.
Maybe you shouldn't have given her room a back door.
Yeah, like I said, I had no expectations when I saw Top Gun Maverick at all because I didn't care, and it turned out to be way more enjoyable than this movie ever was.
And once again, it's horrible.
Also, I want you to see this real quick. How the fuck did they know that's the exact point where the raptor was going to be? And how did they get that trap in without Blue noticing?
Dumb luck.
Also, love that truck rammed into her at like 2 miles an hour and she went like flying like it hit her at 30.
Nice gun.
Oh, look, the second time a gun is used in this movie, and every time it's been against humans.
Yeah, well, the bad guys also have terrible aim, so.
Oh, look out, it's evil corporate type. This lady is never seen again, and never explained. She's just here. Disrespectful.
Hey, that was a perfectly good bike.
I could at least take it to, sell it to a chop shop or something.
Hey, some of those BMX bikes, like I have a BMX bike that's like $500.
Where did she get that corn?
Excellent question.
She's like peeling it like she just grew it in the backyard, but they're in a snow valley. Where did she get that?
No, she would absolutely not be able to grow corn where they're located at.
What?
They would not be able to grow corn where they're located at. You are correct.
And you don't buy corn at like the supermarket covered in leaves. Oh look, there it is. Look at how bad she looks in the scene. She looks like she never finished rendering. Look at it.
It's interesting.
Look at how bad it looks. They never finished rendering her here. Just puts up the other hand to get slashed. Why does she look so bad in that scene? Yeah, I know that.
I felt the need.
The original guy who played Dancy got arrested. Yeah, I know about that.
I didn't. That's funny.
It doesn't change. Oh, it's not funny for what he did. It's the the one. It's that crime that's horrifyingly common these days, but it's like one of the worst things a human could ever do.
Rape.
Think about it, but just it's a little bit worse than that.
Well, I ain't gonna go any worse than that on YouTube. So
yeah. Look at that! Look at that! Look! They have Dennis Nedry. He's back.
I know. I noticed that the first time I watched. Dotson, we got Dotson here. Nobody cares.
Yeah, that's my thought on Dotson in this movie. The Lost World is the best sequel we ever got to Jurassic Park. Look at that. He's just pulling up classified documents to show these people.
He's very bad at his job.
A human. Look, why can't they just say you stole a person? Oh no, even if it's only ever so slightly, like by a tiny millimeter, I like JP3 more just because it gave me dinosaurs.
Because Spinosaurus is awesome. Terribly inconsistent in that movie, but still awesome.
Look at all the Jurassic World employees they recruited. Barry works for the French Secret Intelligence. His dialogue feels so forced right now. Like he doesn't want to be here.
He probably doesn't. He probably saw the script and was like, God damn it, why am I here?
Oh, look, they're doing the exact same scenes they did with Owen and Claire, but they did it with Alan and Ellie now. Woohoo, look at that. Just as one-dimensional and pointless.
Alan.
Alan Grant's like an old man. He's like a really old man in this movie.
I just want the raptor to start saying Alan.
He's on a plane and a raptor didn't call him Alan.
What a bad time.
This guy's name is Ramsey Cole.
He's a really stupid name. Yes, Spinosaurus didn't act like an actual animal in Jurassic Park 3, but you know what? I don't care.
Is it just me, or is Ellie wearing like 4 layers of clothes? She's like an undershirt, a button-up, a jacket, and like something else.
Have you not met an elderly woman? They tend to be cold.
She doesn't even look elderly. She's got like, her hair's still got color.
That's called dying.
It's funny they point this out, but there are actually already multiple T-Rex in this valley. The movie never acknowledges it until the end, but there are multiple T-Rex already in this valley, so the T-Rex doesn't really make sense.
Well, they're referring to Rexy.
Yeah, but they don't name her. If they're not going to pretend like she's special, they might as well name her, you know?
True enough.
Look at that. There's a dam right in front of a bunch of water that is never used. Look, dinosaurs. They're finally back again.
See, I just can't imagine if we're considering Jurassic Park 3 canon, which it seems to like they want to consider it. Grant would hate everything about this.
Shh. Ooh. And then we get to see it sleeping. Look at it. Oh, look, a little Morris Intrepidus. Yeah, Blue just stitched on the whole movie. Yeah, Blue has officially had her screen time for this movie until the end.
Got it. Cool.
You know what's so funny is this guy is defending Biosyn and their horrible acts right now, but he is actually against Biosyn.
I mean, yeah, I imagine he would know exactly how much it was. Not even enough to kill Tim.
Look, here's the goofy supposed villain who never acts like a villain.
Dotson, we got Dotson here.
This villain goofy as hell.
Tim's like, God damn it.
They're posing for photos. I love how half the people walking around here have fucking buns. Like either a man bun or just a regular bun.
Have you ever met? Never mind.
Seriously, does this guy come off as a villain or does he just come off as like a little of a clueless idiot?
Idiot. Yeah, he just comes off like an idiot.
Remember, he's the villain. He's supposed to be evil. Remember that throughout this entire movie because he doesn't do a good job of reminding you of that. It's a bit weird that they did hire Malcolm, though.
Maybe he's not evil. Maybe Malcolm was the villain the whole time, trying to make it the world-ending prophecy thing. When does the movie start? 38 minutes ago.
Yeah. You have to have your own copy of the movie to play alongside. Gotta love how Ian Malcolm probably wrote his own scenes, and that's why he's the only one who seems like an actual, like, himself, you know?
Ryder over here's got the idea.
Seriously, though. Ian Malcolm is always the only one who comes up as his actual self, rather than some sort of weird cardboard cutout. That's just because Jeff Goldblum pretty much writes his own scenes. I seriously feel like that's how he does it.
Probably. Jeff Goldblum's a pretty decent actor, I suppose.
He's golden. He really is. Gotta love every single lecture scene in any movie is always interrupted by somebody important walking in at the top front door, and everyone has to go look at the top corner and stop and like close up his speech like really fast. Like it's every single lecture scene in any movie that's ever been made ever. They never walk in after he's already done and like grading papers or something.
What? This was one thing that always bothered me. When I first saw this scene, Biosim's a really hard invite. So what's with all the college students?
I know, right? Everybody here is like some young 20-something fresh out of college.
Getting autographs from this guy. If they work at this guy, then they aren't going to be wanting autographs from him.
You're right. Hold up. So they're technically at work, or they're like, it's like he's at a lecture hall, right?
College students. He's teaching a class.
I'm trying to figure this out now. No, you're right. But this is, he said they brought the breast and brightest for cloning dinosaurs, but then there's also a lecture hall for students. Is this a genetics facility or a very expensive college? God, now my mind's trying to figure out what the hell this place is. What the fuck? I didn't even think about that. What the hell?
That's why I'm here.
It's
a tough invite. So what's with all the college students?
Why is this half college, half genetics facility? Who the fuck flies out to a dinosaur-infested valley into the magical donut to get their fucking college lectures from a chaotician? This is some wacky ass
Actually,
shit.
That sounds exactly like something you would do.
That's wacky as hell. Then they have to be rich. Like, how rich are you that your college campus is a genetics research facility in a dinosaur valley? Legitimately. I can't even tell. Is it supposed to be a college, or is it just this one random lecture hall for the employees? And then they're signing the autograph. This would be like going to work and seeing one of your coworkers and asking for an autograph for them.
I feel like asking for an autograph for my CEO.
It's like, it's so, this just, they weren't thinking at all when they wrote this place. There was no thinking that went into this facility or what it does or what it is.
Okay, let's continue.
My God.
I'm glad I could bring that to your attention.
I'm not. It makes it even worse.
Look, they've got books too.
Yeah, they got his book. They're fans.
Books
they flew in fans to get a lecture from. I don't even know. Let's stop trying to think about it because we're not going to get any answer. I love his nihilism, though. Who doesn't prefer the original trilogy over the Jurassic World trilogy?
One of the best scenes in the movie.
Look at these high-tech wrist metal bands. Here it comes. I love this scene of Alan Grant arguing with the Starbucks barista is hilarious.
It's great. I got cumin. Talk milk. He's all confused.
He's just like, I had to argue with Starbucks barista. I'm done. Look at him. He's supposed to look menacing. He just looks like he's a little dopey. He's like, hey, what's going on down there? Interesting. Hope I figure it out eventually. You're not wrong. You see Timur promoting his own book in a place like Biosyn. It's a conflict of interest.
It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Seriously, like, even during this, what's supposed to be villainous monologue, it just sounds like he was told he has to be evil in this scene, and he's trying, but he is failing. I find this... Isn't it also a bit weird that his fidget toy is a completely steel replica of a Helix that has no, like, movable parts?
Look, I'm not gonna question that guy anymore.
Why does he have a wristband? Isn't he the guy who owns this facility? Does he really need to wear the wristband? Can't he just have, like, a key card?
We're talking about a world where people can clone themselves.
But how? How did they know that when Owen didn't know?
See, this bothers me. Right here. Him telling Henry he's smart. Like he needs the Henry Wu is like the most cocky motherfucker on the planet.
Everyone has to tell him he's smart, but he just, like, that's the thing that bothers me a lot about modern writing, is that they have to say what a character is because they can't show it. It's tell, don't show mentality, and it pisses me off so much. We know he's smart. I mean, he cloned dinosaurs.
Camp Cretaceous got Henry Wu right. Why can't the movie?
No, they have to tell you. Yes, this guy. He is smart boy. In case you couldn't figure it out, he is supposed to be smart. Hope you see that. Yes. So we mentioned that he's very smart. He's the smartest man this man has ever known.
The reason they have to say it though is because this guy right now looks like a depressed, like,
hobo
sitting on a chair.
He's got this unshaven long hair. He looks super depressed. He's got his, like, cardigan over him.
They have to say it in this movie because they can't show it, apparently.
Why is he in a lab without a lab coat?
Exactly. He looks nothing like he's actually, at work.
He looks like an old man who stumbled in and just sat down in one of their chairs. Oh, let's get back to it. Oh my god. I know she is. Everyone else is wearing lab coats. Why is Dr. Wu in a fucking cardigan?
Dr. Hobo Wu.
Dr. Hobo Wu, hell yeah. Oh look, it's Evil Lady.
This is about where I stopped.
Look at this. He's the one who's on the bad end of the bargain. He's the one being forced to pay extra to this woman. He's being played by her. Your big villain should not be getting played by someone else if you want them to appear threatening.
Who are you?
I don't know. She's gone now. That was her entire role in this movie. Hope you enjoyed it.
Who are you?
Now we get this new lady, who's also going to be here for about 2 minutes. Don't you see? She's Evil Lady. Huh? I like how he looks back. Like, he can't just say, not your problem. He has to go, what? There's a girl? Oh, shit,
Oh,
there
yeah,
is. Not your problem.
Wait, I kidnapped a girl? Wait, what?
Oh, shit, we did. Not your problem. Welcome to Malta. Remember this guy from the first Jurassic World movie, Alan? You probably don't.
Yes, he was Owen's partner for a decent period of time.
It's good you remembered him because a lot of people didn't.
He's not that forgettable of a character. Not that memorable either, but not that forgettable.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, huh?
I give it 5 minutes.
That's generous. There's an actual homeless man who looks better than Dr. Wu did. Don't look at anyone. Just covers their eyes.
Try to blend in. Have you met Claire?
Look at this place. It's popping off. Look at that. Why is there only baby dino fights? Wouldn't they want to watch full adult dinosaurs fight?
Maybe. That looks horrible.
Look at Microceratus. This is the only scene with Microceratus in the entire movie. Hope you enjoyed them. This is legitimately like every single...
Hang on. How'd you train a Dimetrodon to sit on your hand?
I don't know. How do they get that giant locust to cook? The giant locusts are in America. How did they bring them all the way over here? Why did they cook them? Look at this bathroom. Why are bathrooms in these places always so horribly upkept? Can't they afford a janitor?
They probably can, but the janitor's probably keeps getting himself killed.
Look at this. You gotta love how she talks to the exact right person instead of any one of the other people who would just stab her on sight. You know? She not only found the exact right person who would recognize this girl in this photo in this entire market full of, like, probably over 100 people, but she also found the one that wouldn't stab her for doing this. What a coincidence!
That person might stab her anyway.
That guy in the back with a knife already out. Also, why is she in there by herself? Wait a minute. Why are these two out here? They were in the market. Why is Claire in there by herself?
Don't ask questions.
Look, why is she down there by herself?
Why are they suddenly instrumental in the operation?
I know, right? They just got here, but now they're an important player in the plan for some reason.
When they just told her, yeah, don't do anything. You can listen in. That's not listening in.
Oh, I really hate this movie. I think it's the worst Jurassic Park movie we've gotten thus far. That's how much I hate it.
He says it's worse than Jurassic Park 3. Does that answer the question?
Her face looks off. Like, her face looks a little too large for her own head. Yeah, we're about to see about that inescapable in about a second here. When a person on foot able to outrun them. I like how they dignify her with a response. Like, who would even respond to a child asking them questions? You know you trust them because the two have the exact same wild hairstyle. But seriously, look at every gunfire this movie's been fired at a human, not a single one is going to be fired at a dinosaur ever.
It's fine. Who needs it?
Now look, now Owen, instead of any of the FBI agents, are chasing down one of their primary targets.
Of course. Was I right? Was it about 5 minutes?
Look at that. The tires pop and the truck immediately flips and crashes through a wall somehow.
What are you doing?
Look at that. Haha, look, funny Lost World reference. And then look at this. Look at this idiot. His plan is to unleash a Carnotaurus and a fucking Allosaurus. What do you think was going to happen?
That's a good enough plan, I suppose.
Look at that. How is Owen keeping them back with that stupid hand thing? God damn it.
Look, he's a Jedi.
Hello, Listro. Also, though, we see the Listros alone in this arena, but a new dinosaur teleports in. Hello.
Wait, they're trying a Lystrosaurus versus a baby Carnotaurus? That's not fair.
Look at it. Look at that. Look, there's an Allosaurus like 20 feet away eating people. These guys are sitting here cheering on this fight.
Looks like they're like their people flame broiled. The Lystrosaurus is eating him.
And he gets killed. There goes the villain of the movie, at least one of them. I also love how Owen is just watching.
He doesn't care.
And then he just keeps talking in the pit where the dinosaurs are. None of the FBI agents see her right now. She's standing right there. And look at it. They're all just waiting and watching as these raptors emerge. All of them have guns trained on these dinosaurs right now, but no one is shooting. They also, I can see the woman standing right over there on that cliff, and none of them are still shooting. They are still just staring.
Ask questions later. Oh, wait.
They are still just staring. And now they watch as she takes out her laser pointer, and then they just stand there, and they stare. Look at them. Wow, look at how smart they are as they stand there and do nothing. Still not shooting. And then they don't shoot, just get eaten. Great FBI agents. But how does Santos know that she's the one to be feared? Like, why is she even running? Why does she recognize her? Claire looks like anyone.
Claire is amazingly threatening. What do you mean?
Whatever. Turn down a little bit. Sorry. Sometimes you're a little quiet and sometimes I don't hear you, so I'm gonna turn down just a little bit. There we go. I love how these villains can't run. They have to slow walk everywhere. Claire with no fighting experience versus a criminal who no doubt has probably killed a lot of people, and yet somehow Claire wins.
Wow, that is a powerful taser.
Whoa, look. Oh, that was a shocker. Who could have guessed? Why are they acting like that's a big reveal? They told us like 20 minutes ago. And also, how did this raptor find them? Did it just know the exact house to go into? How the
Damn,
fuck?
that is a powerful taser.
Yeah, I know, right?
Occupied. Hey, wait, raptors can open doors canonically in this series. Why is he ripping through?
Brutal. He's just brutish. Look at that. How'd he come through there? There's a brick wall behind that. It's also multiple floors up that he was in that door. Hey, look at her. She's out running this raptor on foot.
Man, these raptors you guys bred are horrible.
Inescapable. Don't forget, they said inescapable. Now watch this. One raptor can't chase down one woman. One Atrociraptor.
It doesn't show it bursting down the doors, and it's falling down the stairs.
And yes, Ewan, if we are seeing the movie, it's a watch along. You can't play Dominion on YouTube. You get removed for that. You know, your channel shut down. You get stuck with so many copyright strikes. You're supposed to have your own copy of the movie to line up with the view time. Look at this. I love this scene right here. Look at this raptor. Look how confused it is. Right, watch this. Just look at this Atrociraptor. Huh? Where'd you go? Huh? Looks like a confused dog. And of course, that woman happened to be at the exact right spot to find her, right? Like, she could have been anywhere in this entire city, but she was right where she needed to be, you know?
Of course.
And somehow that raptor knew she was there, too. No, There's not showing up, and you're not going to see any clips on the screen because we don't play the movie. There. I really love how many different CGI.
Hey, you're still late.
Yeah, I love how many CGI scenes in this movie they keep cutting back and forth,
Shoot.
and then it looks good. Yeah, look, some villain standing right there.
Don't say freeze. Just shoot.
No, that's not possible. Oh yeah, I fly everything to BIOS, and it's just convenient. Look at this shit. Watch this shit.
Laser pointer.
Here comes the best part of this entire movie. So enjoy this next like 5 minutes.
Well, raptor chase scene is kind of cool, admittedly.
Remember, these raptors couldn't catch a woman on foot, but they're able to catch a fucking speeding motorcycle.
And truck. What were these raptors trained to go easy?
Yeah, I know, right? Look at this, though. It is a pretty cool chase scene. This is the best scene in the entire movie, pretty much. Pop a wheelie on this thing.
It's got about as good a handling as it would in Hot Wheels.
I love how everyone's already at the side of the street. No one walks in the middle of the street. They all walk rubbing up against the side of the walls. You know? You notice on some of these... Have you noticed how in some of these shots, the raptors seem to just slow down for some reason?
Well, yeah, they can't keep up constantly, otherwise they'd actually successfully catch them.
Like, mid-run, they just suddenly slow down by like 3 times. Boom! Look at that. Clothesline to raptor. That's pretty cool. And look, you're the Allosaurus and Carnotaurus.
Hi. Bye.
Look at it. It gets really bad right here. Look at how much that raptor slowed down for some reason, just right there.
Just tripping over everything, apparently.
Also, I hope you like the Allosaurus and Carnotaurus. That was their entire contribution to the movie.
really?
Yes, that's it. There's no more Allosaurus or Carnotaurus in this film. At least not prominently. In any shots. Maybe they're in the background of a few shots, but that's it. What do you mean out of time? Who the fuck is chasing you besides those two raptors?
I like that line.
Seriously, just watch these raptors run. Look how much they slow down sometimes. It's honestly like Isaac Clarke shot them with his little stasis thing. You know, the one that slows things down when you want to walk through like the doors that are opening and closing too fast? I hope you get that reference, because I don't know it from Dead Space. They shoot the little thing.
That's from Dead Space too.
Yeah. But look at it. They're like going so fast, and then it'll just slow down magically for some reason.
Dude, you're going faster than the plane. You'll be fine.
No, he's driving equally as fast as the plane.
Shouldn't be. Planes take a bit to get going. Now close that damn door.
Too late. But don't worry.
Oh, what a waste of a perfectly good bike.
Also, you gotta love how there was just a random motorcycle parked in that fucking boat dock, you know? Where the Raptors crashed just conveniently. There was a motorcycle parked in that boat dock for some reason, in the exact place where the Atrociraptor truck crashed.
Look, I'm sure it's fine.
Look, just don't question. Consume product. Don't think. Just watch movie and think, excite, clap hand. This movie is so full of plot convenience, it's so stupid. That's just the brightest thing. I don't have a reason for why she would help him. We just need her to, so don't question it.
You gonna ask questions or you want to ride? I'll take the ride.
But look at that. Look at their accurate dinosaur right there.
Actually pretty nice.
I know, right? Then they have the Giga.
You just hear me sigh.
The motion interpreters actually looks really good. And the Giga shows up, and it looks terrible.
Do you?
The set design looks really good in these science ups. This is the kind of, and also this, I really want to build this on that Minecraft thing we're talking about, but that's gonna take a long time. This acting in this scene is so bad. Yeah, go down these elevators, not those ones over there. Those ones lead to the place you're not supposed to go. See, yes, actually need a special clearance. Oh yeah, of course.
That's almost like acting and acting. Was that supposed to be like a sign that he's against a biosim or something?
Oh yeah, it is. Ramsey Cole is against biosim. I mentioned that before, remember?
You did. Is that like supposed to be their way of subtlety?
That was subtlety right there. Why? They're completely unrelated.
Can we discuss these subtitles that show up like randomly?
That doesn't matter. It's called parthenogenesis, but that was too complicated for the actor to pronounce. So we just had him do a generic explanation. I think we get to the part. Here we go. And here comes the plot hole that destroys both Fallen Kingdom and this movie. Look at that. She's in a Jurassic Park lab. Remember that girl we saw in the photo in front of the Jurassic Park gate? Here she is now, and just running around a lab.
Goes back and watches Jurassic Park movie, looks for her.
I know, right? Whoa. No, I. Second, let's go back. Where is it?
What is this timeline?
Yeah. I'm gonna pause real quick. Whoop. I have to stop this because, Alan, do you see that time right there? You see that, right? 2007.
I do.
So the plot of Fallen Kingdom was that...
I also see the... Hang on. 2007. Look at those computers back there.
No, shush.
Yeah, those are from 2007. those beautiful HP all-in-ones back there.
Yeah, okay, but I just need to explain this in depth just real quick. So in Fallen Kingdom, they said that the reason Lockwood and Hammond broke up, and the reason why which would say why we didn't see him in Jurassic Park in 1993, is because he tried to clone Maisie, which means that before 1993, this woman has to have died so that Lockwood would try to clone his own daughter, which would then drive Hammond and Lockwood apart, which means that we would never see Lockwood. And here she is alive in 2007, after Hammond is already dead, and she's still alive.
Wait a minute, hang on. There's only one logical explanation that would fit in that, and that's if he cloned two daughters.
Yeah, if the original one died in 1993, then he cloned her, and then Hammond got mad, and then this other one comes in, and then somehow gets into Hammond's good graces, and then gets assigned to Jurassic World, and then she starts to die, and then she clones herself. That is the only explanation for this massive plot hole. Because if you go by just this movie's story that this is the original and Maisie is the clone, there is no reason for Lockwood and Hammond to have broken up. There is no reason why he shouldn't have appeared in the previous movies. There was no reason for him for the entirety of Fallen Kingdom's story. It makes no sense now if you follow this story. But then Dominion also leeches off of Fallen Kingdom's story. So now that the bridge is gone, the rest of the movie falls apart as well. So congratulations, with one minor change, you have single-handedly destroyed not only the previous movie, but your own movie. Holy shit.
I'm impressed.
That is an accomplishment. That is just like,
I am impressed.
People,
you fucked over yourself that bad.
There are court jesters who don't ever achieve as much failure, as much hilarious failure as the writers of this movie. This right here, this one part of the movie is what pissed me off so much, because it is a plot hole so massive it destroys two movies' stories. Like, ooh, and it was a retcon too, so they made the deliberate decision to change this.
I'm just still looking at that tech that they did not have in 2007.
My fucking god.
I mean, at least if you go back and look at the actual movies, the tech usually represents the time period that they're actually in, usually rather well. That's not 2007 tech.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Marvel. I mean, it's fine if you like Dominion, but I'm just trying to explain why I hate this movie so much. You know, I will never get mad at a person for liking a movie, but I would have a problem if somebody said it was a good movie, because this is not a good movie. Enjoy a bad movie all you want, but don't call it good. That's just my opinion.
That's like me in Jurassic Park 3. I don't say it's a good movie. That movie's absolute dog shit, but I do enjoy it.
Same with me and Godzilla 1998. That movie's horrible, but I still like it. It's just a part of being human. Sometimes you like something that isn't too good. You just gotta accept it.
I'm enjoying this right now, but that's probably more because we're tearing in a new one.
It's more because I'm losing my mind. Also, I hope you're gonna enjoy the next hour and a half because we've officially gotten to the part of the movie where everything, like, it was already bad. It was already shaky. The rest of this movie just falls apart. This scene right here is the starting point. It's like the spark that lights the keg, and everything else is a fucking train
Okay,
wreck.
let's continue because we've
Okay.
actually gotten well into the part where I have not seen yet. So
Oh my god. Also, can a clone truly surpass the original? It's a meta commentary on their own movie, trying to say, can we be better than the original Jurassic Park? The answer is no. Look at that. She impregnated herself with genetic power. How? Shut up.
so you're an inbred. Hang on. If she used her own DNA, you know how bad that would be.
Don't
That would
question
be
it.
horrible.
Look, she's alive in 2009. She lived way longer than Hammond. Holy shit. Hammond died in like 2002. She lived 7 years longer than Hammond, but somehow she was the catalyst that drove them apart in 1993. Look at that. See, she's a super genius. Charlotte's just the smartest person who's ever existed. She does something that no one could ever do, not even Dr. Wu.
Can you put on a lab coat, dude?
Dr. Wu can't replicate her work. That was done in 2009. Look at that. How did she not see that the whole time? She looks surprised, like she's never seen that locust before, but it's been sitting in plain view of the entire conversation. Seriously, though, that plot hole. Holy crap.
Yeah, no, that's special, gotta say.
Fuck this movie. I hate it so much. What does GMO stand for?
Genetically modified.
Oh, like genetic modified organism?
Mm-hmm.
I don't examine the allegories in bad movies because it doesn't matter what the allegory was. It's a bad movie. This movie's probably got an allegory for something in it, but it's too terrible to care. Also, do you know what's... Hey, dude, does anyone want to question how Ian Malcolm's wristband can open all these top secret facilities that only like top level scientists should be able to do? Even Ian Malcolm himself wouldn't be able to get in here if he tried, but he can still access it somehow with his wristband. God, just what?
Nope.
What the? Just why? Is the logic poisonous to the people who wrote this movie?
Yes.
I'm gonna love a future scene. You see how like small these boxes are? They can only hold like 1 or 2 of these giant cicadas each or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Just remember that for a later scene. Cause there's like what 36 boxes in here. There could maybe be like 60 something cicadas in this room. I would not be able to do this. I hate bugs.
Jesus.
Size of a small dog.
A small dog. Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
Me a Coke.
We said the exact same thing. Classified.
It's
first
her
off, where'd the date
mother.
go? But second of all, these are InGen files. Wait a minute. How did Biosin get these files? They're from InGen database.
Their InGen database and classified InGen database.
But why can't he do that on his own? Why does he need this girl's data to alter the DNA of the locust that he created? Why?
And he's about as competent. Wow, they are idiots.
See, whenever he said you left the key around on the table? the anomalous number of locos that just appeared somehow. Where did they all come from? I don't know. There wasn't enough room in this place for that many freaking locusts.
They breed like wildfire.
Oh yeah, they're gonna increase in size significantly by the end of this movie. Like the horde size is gonna increase by a lot before the end of this movie. And what I mean by a lot, I mean by like exponential factors.
Tiny little raptor, cause chaos.
They're lucky that thing didn't try to attack them because they would be dead. Very dead.
You are dead. Not a big surprise.
You know what else I love about these secret facilities? There are no guards anywhere in this place. Even though it's a top secret research facility right now, there are no guards anywhere. Are there any cameras either? And then she just so happened to stumble upon them at the exact same time. Wow, in the exact right spot to find them in this one room.
Here's an idea. Actually, why would you even, like, they're dressed up in what?
Maybe she recognized them because they're famous. See? But that would make sense. They are famous people in this universe, but somehow they also never have any money.
No, only Grant doesn't have any money. Sattler's always fine.
Here comes... How are they going to recognize her? How?
Well, she was on the news.
Right. If you think that's the explanation, get ready for pain and suffering later.
It's the easiest one.
Nope, that's not the explanation. Just wait. Just you wait. Look, this hallway is so empty, they can hear one guy approaching. There are no security, no staff, no one else is down here. Here comes another pretty decent scene. But only because it involves an idea from my dream journal. Look at him trying to look menacing. He still looks like he's just wandering around like a confused old man. She has blackmail for the people in this facility. Hey, look, they do have a guard. Like, one total. How do they know about that? Santos didn't see them board that plane. They didn't even see this woman interact with them.
Wait, didn't he just say shut down the ADS?
Yeah, shut down the system that keeps the pteranodons in the fucking valley. Here we go. Idea for my dream journal right here, baby. Quetzalcoatlus.
Is it now?
Here we go.
Okay, I'll give you this. This is cool.
Now, I hope you enjoyed the Quetzalcoatlus, because that's its entire screen time.
God damn it. Why do you gotta show cool things for about 2 seconds?
This is Jurassic World Dominion in a nutshell. Why do you...
Oy.
Right, look at it. She just said only one parachute works. So because she didn't expect anyone else to ever be on board. Now watch this.
Bullshit. You're a badass. Go save her.
Yeah, Navy guy, but no. The girl needs to go. The girl who can barely fight and defend herself.
Well, does she still have that taser? It is a pretty good taser.
Get ready for this. Ready? Remember, she only has one parachute in her entire plane. It's supposed to be just for her. But notice, it's not in the pilot's seat. It's in the seat behind the pilot's seat. Who needs a parachute in the pilot seat? We should have a parachute in the passenger seat, especially if I'm the only one who's going to be using it, you know? The pilot.
Well, that went well.
Gotta love the logic of the movie, huh? And here we go.
Good plan.
So they just crashed their plane into icy water and immediately flooded in the window.
Well, they all did.
I love this. I love this. I love this in movies when a character is not very well hidden behind the boxes and everyone can see them, but they just pretend they can't see him. See that? Now remember, he defended Biosyn's putting electric chips in the dinosaur's brain to shock them, but he's against Biosyn. Look at it. See, Ian Malcolm this guy was the guy who spearheaded the plan. Ian Malcolm's just helping him. You having fun? You having fun yet, Alan, with how this story's getting worse as it progresses, with all the logical inconsistencies?
Yeah.
Just keep in mind that one seat that was ejected. Not only was it the only one because thought she'd be the only one who'd be escaping her own plane. Not only was it not in the pilot seat, but just remember that she thought that the only one who would use that one seat was her. Just keep that in mind.
Well, I don't know. To me, it just seems like I guess she would be I don't know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. But also, here comes another one of the best scenes in the entire movie. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's about 2 minutes long. Here we go, baby. One of the best dinosaurs of all time is about to make his first appearance.
Oh, is this the Therizinosaurus scene? Yep. Hey, that actually looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Look at that. It looks really nice, doesn't it?
Makes me wonder why their Lego version was terrible, but hey.
And look at that. They showed it as aggressive, like it actually was. Just killing a deer, because why not?
Because deer.
I love you can hear other Therizinosaurus in the background talking to it.
It's kind of neat.
Because there were noises being made when its mouth wasn't moving. Which, I don't know, it's just a nice touch. Oh, look at that. That's something you don't want to ever be on the other end of. A Therizinosaurus slowly stalking up towards you.
That is creepy. You might want to look behind you. God, that's creepy. Damn, this is a good scene. Let me guess.
And he's gone. The good news is there's an extra 30 seconds at the end of the movie where we see that there is Inosaurus, so you get a little bit extra time with him later on. But that's it.
Damn it.
I know, I thought Inosaurus was really cool. I love that scene. If only the entire movie was like that, you know?
Admittedly, a decent scene.
Oh, wow, look! In the exact right place to see a perfect view of the plane crash in this incredibly dense forest. What a coinky-dink. Look at that plane. It's half buried in the ice underwater. And it's slowly sinking in. But, of course,
I'm alive
they're
somehow.
not only alive, but completely uninjured. Despite the fact that the plane
Not a
crashed,
scratch, huh?
not even wet from the water that immediately rushed into the front where they were strapped into the seats of. You know.
In that ice that's very badly damaged and cracking immediately under them, because why?
Just wait, it gets better. Brick Trick, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not using very legal methods to watch this movie right now. But I give myself a pass because I will be purchasing this movie later. I just wanted to watch it now because it finally became available.
I'm giving myself a pass because technically I'm not the one pirating.
I paid for my movie ticket, I watched this train wreck already.
Oh, there it goes. Bullshit.
Oh, here it comes. Look at that. It's a Pyroraptor.
Oh, is this the swimming one?
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, Pyroraptors did live on archipelagos. They were actually fairly aquatic raptors.
I'm aware. I like Pyroraptor.
Look at him. Look, now the ice breaks.
Dun 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 dun.
It's nope.
Nope. Now that's funny.
Now look at this. He falls into
No.
ice cold water.
With the Pyroraptor.
Yep.
And it's fine, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah. There we go. Also, you notice how none of them have like any breath coming out of them, even though they're an icy cap. Like, shouldn't their breath be visible?
Breath should be visible. He should be freezing and shaking like crazy right now because hypothermia. I really like the Pyroraptor.
I think you know what I'm about to say in about a few seconds here.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is the last scene.
Hope you enjoyed the Pyroraptor because that's all you're gonna see of it in this movie.
God damn it. Why? Oh, that's why.
Also, look how Owen's already dry. You see that? He dropped in the water like 30 seconds ago and he's already dry.
Perfect. More or less, yeah.
Yep. And that was the entire Pyroraptor's contribution to the story. Truly hope you enjoyed it. Was a cool scene, wasn't it?
It was a cool scene. See, I should not be yawning watching a Jurassic World movie.
Oh, look at that. Implied lesbianism. Haha, funny. He got scared by his own security guards. This guy is so fucking lame. Look at that. Look at how many more locusts are in there now. They're already multiplying in this scene. Look at that. Look at that. They don't even have a tracker for whose key is which. They couldn't even say it was Ian Malcolm's key. They had to check the cameras and see him trade hands. Here it comes. You ready for the sound? Just listen to this.
Bullshit. Even she's like bullshit.
Wait.
You were good friends.
Oh my god. Alan, did you just hear that?
I heard it.
They acknowledged their own plot hole and didn't think twice. Even they said she was alive after Hammond died.
Apparently, they were good friends.
This is even worse than I thought it was. This is so much worse than I thought it was. Oh my god.
The things you see on a second viewing, am I right?
God. Why can't they just hire a fucking editor? Fuck this movie. She's just the best ever. She's a fucking Mary Sue. Have I mentioned how much I hate this movie?
A few times. He looks like he's being forced to do things.
I know, right? It honestly feels like it should be a Megamind level story. He's being told, or he just thinks he has to be a villain. Gotta love how this. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that zoom out shot where the whole Hyperloop not only has an entrance in this area, which means that its vacuum sealed travel system wouldn't work, but also there was a tunnel leading literally right in front of the track somehow.
Indeed.
Just whatever. I'm done with this movie. That's not a Spinosaurus. I know you hope it is, but it's not a Spinosaurus. Even though it's swimming, it's not a Spinosaurus.
What is it, a Dimetrodon?
Look at this. Look at him! Look at him! Look at his face! That is not a villain face doing evil acts. That's a... Oh no.
Can somebody slap him?
That guy sounds as evil as Donson does. You know? Also notice how Donson doesn't suspect this guy that's betrayed him. He suspects Malcolm.
Actually, this guy's like almost always right.
I know, right? Seriously, does Dawson does this guy seem evil to you at all, or does it seem like he's a guy being told he has to be evil, or like he sees other rich people being evil and he feels like he has to do it too?
It's weird.
It's like a guy who sees Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg's like, I'm rich. I need to be
I
like
should
them.
do that.
Somebody give me some plans. I need to be like Villainous. Somebody make something up for me. It's like one of these kids in these rooms right here, one of these college kids. For some reason, running the security systems gave him these plans.
It's the security guard this whole time.
God, whatever.
That's why the security guard scared him when he walked up to him.
Security guard's the mastermind. Look at that. Look at this. Notice how they tracked her down with a tracking app that she for some reason has on her phone. This seat was only intended for her, so why would she need to track the seat that only she would be in?
Okay, next question. If they're going back to this area, where's the Tyrannosaurus?
There's the deer it killed. There's the seat. There's an Tyrannosaurus who walked away. He's gone. You know who will be here, though?
Big, tall, and ugly.
It's Rexy. Say hello.
Here, have some cheer.
And you know who else is here?
Hi. yeah, Owen, you worked at a dinosaur park.
Look at largest known terrestrial carnivore. They just said that.
Bullshit.
Both the T-Rex and Spino are bigger.
Actually, I thought Giga was a little bit bigger than T-Rex. I thought Giga was number 2.
And there we go.
Man, that was a short fight.
Yep, that's all you're gonna get for now. Wow, look, a one bit of realism in this entire movie is a fight between two carnivores that didn't even go the way it would in real life, but nonetheless is as short as a real life fight between carnivores. It was non-lethal, and it was very short. One bit of realism in this entire movie. I hope you liked it.
He outright said he was lonely.
I know, right?
Also, why are you asking that question?
I know, right? Just randomly.
Weird. Even she's confused.
I think I'm more confused by the writing and its terribleness again. That scene would have made a lot. That scene would have been in the hands of any other writer. Probably would have been written a lot better. Look, he's betraying Donson again, and this man still hasn't figured it out.
You know what would have made more sense than having Sattler and Grant in this movie? Having the grandkids. What's it? Hammond's grandkids. Instead. Just a thought, because then you could have made the argument of, I knew your mother.
Oh, whoa! Did you see how bad that CGI was on the car there for a second?
I did.
Oh my god, it looks so awful. Man, they had an extra year to produce this because of coronavirus, where they only had time to sit on computers and make CGI. Remember that every time you see bad CGI.
You mean like the fire? That's actually not real fire.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Where? Yeah, no, that's real. I think you're just smoking stuff.
I've lit torches. Torches don't burn like that.
It's a prop torch made for a movie, son. It's not gonna burn like any ordinary torch. You also wouldn't be able to set the end of a wrench on fire.
And I was right.
Look at those Dimetrodon! They're finally in the movies!
Cool. Can I get my Spinosaurus?
There's a human skull in here. Someone else has died to these Dimetrodon in these caves.
Wait a minute, they're using a wrench to light that fire?
Yep, there's a wrench.
You know how hot that metal would be?
Look at that. Say, get the hat. Why would Grant care about his hat that much?
He's Indiana Jones, don't you know? Jesus Christ, how many Dimetrodon are in this thing?
And look at this. With no map, Ian Malcolm manages to find the exact fucking cave entrance they're looking for. How the hell did he get here? You feel like a code on a thing that old should have worn buttons to show what numbers have been pushed, you know?
You would think, yeah.
And of course, he happened to go into the room at the exact right time to save them as well. Gotta love these coincidences that just keep popping up every 5 minutes, you know?
Hey. It's called a Deus Ex Machina.
Why is it happening every 5 minutes?
Is he changing the code to match what he puts in?
No, you just enter the code. Remote access. Because somehow, a futuristic advanced facility has remote access to this rustic-ass keypad all the way down here in this jungle. Also, how does this thing still have working lights on it? When this thing is so old and rusted, the lights still work on it. How the hell does that work?
Excellent questions. All the way around. Wait, how is he even still here?
Who?
He was removed by a security guard. How is he driving around the compound?
No, you see, the other guy came in and told the guard to go off duty and to, you know, let him take care of things. It's fine. Oh, look at this.
They deleted a scene where he got away from the guard. I got it.
Get ready for this. The Dialos finally make it back into the movie.
Are they big?
All I can see looking over the barrel there.
Nope, not big.
The Lost World is the only one that acknowledges full-sized Dilophosaurs.
No, the original one acknowledges them.
Yeah, calling them juveniles, but, you know, the Lost World literally states them as being 8 feet tall. In one of their fucking journal things. Check this shit out. So remember, she walked off in a random direction after jumping into a lake to get to this location. And also, I love how she knows what this creature is, and yet she doesn't cover her fucking face from the venom or anything, you know? And then, look at that. He chokes out a Dilo. And somehow, how did they even find her? She wandered off in a random direction. How the hell did they find her? They didn't have a tracker on her, did they? Or did they just conveniently also have a tracker in her jacket or something?
You were just about as useful as I expected you to be.
Yeah, she would have died right there if they had died in that plane crash. And everyone would have been dead, and it would have been entirely pointless. Hello, Raphael. Locust Plague jumps continents. Wow, what a convenient thing to go to this guy's phone right at this very instant. Seriously, look at him. Look at how dopey he is. He looks like he's being escorted by the scientist. He has no presence. He doesn't command any villainous aura. Now look at this. Notice? Now notice the number of locusts in this room, right? It's probably like 100 at most, you know?
Uh-huh.
Just wait for it. Just wait. First of all, look how bad the security is in this room, and then just watch the number of locusts. They can all fit in this one room. This one tiny little room.
Are they surviving the fire, though?
Hold up, just wait.
Well,
Now look how many there are all of a sudden. There were 100, and now?
a couple thousand.
Yep, there are now 1,000 locusts.
And they're
Thousands
all
and
on
thousands.
fire.
Yeah, plot armor. Plot armor is given to all these characters in this entire movie. Look at how many locusts there are all of a sudden.
That would actually be terrifying.
Yeah, but look at how many there are. Where did they come from?
They have come to burn down the world. They are locusts from hell. No shit.
Seriously, the swarm isn't dissipating, and look how many are falling from the sky. The car loves dramatic irony. Oh yeah, look at this shit. Get ready for the biggest coincidence in this entire movie.
They're gonna roll right into the other two people, aren't they? What the fuck?
Right in the perfect spot. Woohoo! Look
What?
at that.
The flying the fuck.
Wow! What a coincidence, huh?
You know, in a better movie, I'd probably forgive that.
But this movie has been nothing but this and but these conveniences all the way through. Now, are you ready for the next convenience?
No!
I meant inconvenience, really, but still. Can you guess who's like 2 feet away from this entire interaction right now?
The T-Rex?
Just wait. Here we go. Look who is listening to this conversation, waiting for the right dramatic moment to show himself. Hello.
Wrong dinosaur.
1 giga in this whole valley, and it manages to find the group.
This is a run moment. Bullshit, and you should know better, Grant.
Third largest. He takes third place. And also, look at this thing is not even trying to attack them. It's just looking at them. Look at it, just slowly walking around like a confused dog.
And apparently the least aggressive carnivore the world has ever seen.
I know, right? Now just wait. It gets even closer to them and does nothing. Look at that good animatronic, though. Man, it's a shame it wasn't used for anything more. Look at that. Look how close it is to fucking Malcolm. Look at it.
Hi.
Look at it. It doesn't even try to eat him. It just kind of almost steps on him. Look at it. It's 2 inches away from these people, and it's just staring at them. Now watch this shit. This girl is in a cage, and there's a bunch of people on the ground undefended. Now look as they all just stand there at this dinosaur's feet and kind of watch what happens.
Here's an idea. Keep climbing.
Doesn't this scene feel really awkward now that we know everyone's just standing at the bottom for no reason? Look at that. Look how fast they all climb that. In like 2 seconds, like 8 people climb one ladder that one girl couldn't climb in like whatever.
Hi.
Look at that. Look at how close it is. And it's just standing there.
It's standing there.
Menacingly. Ah, yes. I got your favorite snack here. Come on, doggy.
You know what? I will forgive this movie if he gets eaten right now.
Nope. But here's this. Now watch the Giganotosaurus breathe fire.
Oh, great. It's a dragon now. God, you suck.
I like how he slipped both his hands and his feet at the same time. Like, he lost grip on everything all at once.
I like how Alan Grant was paying enough attention to catch him. Run from what?
That.
Him?
He just wants a chew toy of that ramp. He's not exactly attacking anyone, is he?
Just climb. It's not that hard.
Look at that.
Can you get further in before you start complaining? God, you suck.
Look at this. Look at that shit. How is he keeping her back from that freaking 7-ton carnivore? Also, look, a conveniently loaded super dart gun just standing nearby. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at that. He's trying to stab it with a fucking tactical knife. What is that gonna do?
About as much as that taser did.
Nope, and I hope you like the Giga, because he's leaving now.
You do not earn that music.
I know, right? Look at the deer standing in the middle of those dinosaurs. The Giga is 7 to 8 tons on average, I know that. I mean, in this movie's universe, it's supposed to be 15 tons because they have brain damage, but... Look at him! This is your villain. He slaps chairs. There's your villain. He slaps chairs and throws a tantrum like a child. Remember, take him seriously. He's a... Oh, look at this. Look at this shit. This is their security procedure when something bad happens. Look, they're bringing them into the facility with the humans that are still evacuating.
Well, this is a great system.
I know, right? How would that affect the underground, you know, phone lines? They weren't above ground. Everyone's read Dr. Grant's book, you know that.
Which one? I'm sure he's written more than one. you did a pretty good job.
Now they just don't say anything. Did you hear that?
Makes sense.
I love that, Ian Malcolm. Wait, you guys read Jurassic World? Yeah, Jurassic World. Not a fan. Jeff Goldblum, the voice of the people, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. How do you know that? How did she know that there's a helicopter in the main complex? How do they know they haven't used them all in the evacuation? Wait, why do they have blueprints of the entire security layout for the main facility in this random outpost?
What I'm wondering is why this security system that keeps the pteranodons in the sky is still off. Would you just let them all go?
Yep, they're all gone. I mean, they're all gone, long gone by now. They've flown off to attack whatever cities are in Italy. Gotta love Ian Malcolm. Oh, here it comes. Look at that. Look. Oh, there's the bubbles again. Hope you like this cameo. That's its entire subsistence in this entire movie's plot. Look at that. He still has no idea.
What the hell's the matter with you? You look like you're drunk.
Look at this. No! He sounds like an angry child. You set me up. You set me up. I can't believe it. What? Don't, Alan, didn't you see? He said he was, Johnson said that the Ramsey was like a mini him, but now he says that he's not him. Isn't that such clever, callbacks to storytelling?
No.
Why would Biosyn in 2022 use the same exact system as
The failed
Jurassic
system,
World,
mind you.
built in like 2009?
That also failed.
My fists are balled with rage at how stupid that statement was. Oh my god.
Continue.
I hate this movie so much. They didn't have an ADS system, so where did that come from? Jurassic World didn't have any of them, otherwise it would have stopped the Pteranodons from killing people.
How'd you find them?
Convenience.
No, you weren't there 2 seconds ago. You walked in just like you were always there. Wait, what? No. When did they
movie
meet
is
up?
So terrible. I hate it so much. God, I hate this movie.
People are telling you to calm down in your chat.
I hate this movie. It's so frustratingly stupid. You know, I'm glad I'm able to watch this and get mad, because last time I watched this, I just felt numb. I just felt emotionless and numb.
I'm just having a good time laughing at it. I was warned ahead of time.
Yeah, you got the warning. I didn't. This movie is just so stupid. Also, didn't they shut the system off? Who turned it back on? The facility's down.
Works for a great, terrible movie night, though.
Seriously, though, who turned this back on when everyone's evacuated from the facility?
He did.
I mean, the room that was with all the controls that everyone is currently in?
Yes.
Honestly, this movie just makes me so irritated
I will
every time I
forgive
watch
this
it.
movie if a random hand falls down on one of these people.
No, you don't get that. There's no gore in this movie.
I'm referring to the reference. It would have been a nice reference.
You know, in the last movie when the dude got his arm eaten in front of the camera, you don't get any gore like that. Oh, look at that. Look how many locusts fell in this one room somehow. An anomalously large number of locusts flew just in this room specifically.
Actually, everybody said they're bugs. It's all that's been mentioned, actually. Who are you referring to?
I know, right? Owen's experienced raptor handler. Alan is, you know, he's a paleontologist, and the girl is raised by Owen, so. Every person in this room knows enough about raptors that they don't need to talk from Alan Grant.
No.
What detail did you catch about the Giga Brick trick?
Actually, out of all of them, Alan Grant would probably be the least knowledgeable because he is the least experienced with them directly.
Yeah.
It's not that green button. It's for the bottom.
See, it's funny because in Jurassic Park, Ian Malcolm gave very exact descriptions and was like the best when it came to giving the directions, but now he's not because funny.
Because now he's old and stupid.
Just pick up a pipe wrench. Haha.
Well, you pushed the wrong U1.
Also, I love how the screen in the background shows that he hasn't moved an inch from when he first got in the car.
Hang on, wait a minute. Never mind. That acting right there was horrible.
How about this acting? How's that? How'd you like that? Why? Couldn't you just hit it anywhere? I mean, yeah, it does look like a dragon, but it is dumb that the Giga is breathing fire like a dragon. It's just, it's silly, but not in like the right way because the entire movie didn't lean into silliness. It was just one scene, and it feels really out of place. Look at this. What the hell are they doing? Just make it pick a target? Like what?
Pick your poison.
What?
I'd go for the old man.
The two you trust that are related to your mom, or the unknown guy? Who is you gonna go for? Who would have seen that one coming?
And it's dead.
Love the instant active sedative too. Even though real life takes a long time.
That might be strong enough to take it out instantly, but if it's powerful enough to take it out instantly, it's also powerful enough to probably kill it.
The locusts didn't die from all that burning that they went through. Somehow they're still alive. I mean, I guess the locusts were tied to the power systems that just got turned back on, you know? They're electric-powered locusts.
Powering up. It's the locust defense system.
They're really good shots, I'm gonna be honest. Hitting... We don't have time for complex. Also, I love how all the locusts just stop flying right now in that one scene where it's convenient. It doesn't matter, they're long gone. The pteranodons are long gone, you know?
And let me guess, he's gonna get, frankly, an undeserved death.
Now notice how for some reason in this one scene and one scene only, there's weird jets of air and stuff being blown out of the sides of this thing. You know? Why?
Odd. Doesn't look like there'd be any need for coolant of that nature.
Yeah, no, watch
Just
this.
I think it's just to mess with them.
Yeah, I know, and then watch this. Because of the few gusts of air, he can't see this approaching. Now look, why is his distance so long? He walked like 2 feet. Oh no, look, he dropped the can. It's like the first Jurassic Park movie. Also, notice how he doesn't close the door at all? He just leaves it wide open for this dinosaur to come in after him. It doesn't matter.
And it came in through the other way.
Look at this. Look at this. It's so funny. Look at them. Look at them just straight chilling. Like, hey, dude, check this dude out. That's pretty silly looking. Look at them. Look how dopey they look. This scene is... It's nice that he gets killed by the Dilas, I guess, because it's like, whatever, like, kind of like Neji, but it is very dumb how this scene plays out.
He doesn't deserve this death.
He
He's
didn't
just
really.
a bumbling idiot.
I know, right? He didn't really deserve that death. It's a cool death for a good villain if he was a good villain, and it also should have been executed a little better because it was kind of derpy. I also love how a third Dilo teleports in while the scene's cut away. That's also pretty funny. You see one entered through the back, one entered through the window, and suddenly there's 3 in the room.
One was already there. You just didn't notice.
I was just chilling, sitting next to him. I'm just waiting for the cue. So they're reading a
the-
newspaper.
Hey, what's up?
Also, you notice the dinosaurs all went into this facility and haven't run into a single one of them yet?
Yep.
Look who's still here! How did they forget Dr. Wu?
How are you alive?
Why couldn't you do that by yourself? That's not how genetics
You
work.
know their DNA better than anyone else on the planet because you created it.
Logic is, like I said, it's poison to the writers of this movie.
I mean, he brings up a great point.
Also, look at this. Where did this Titanosaur come from? There's no entrance, and also it just vanishes between scenes. Notice it's the entire length of this entire courtyard. It's going to vanish after the scene somehow.
Talent.
There we go. Where'd it go? Who knows? There was no way for it to come in, and there's no way for it to go out, but it's just here because it looks cool, I guess.
Get in the chopper.
Here we go. Ready for the most disappointing final fight of your life, Alan?
Wait, this is the final fight?
Well, T-Rex is here. Look at that, doing a cool pose.
Fair enough. Hi, I'm slow.
Here we go. Ready for this really disappointing fight? It's gonna focus on the humans for most of it. Look at, they're just standing in the middle of this. Look, don't you like watching the humans and having the fight obscured by rocks and see the feet in the background? Isn't this fun, Alan? We don't want to see the fight. We want to see the humans, right?
And when you do see it, it's all freaking dark. What the hell?
There we go. Hope you like that. There was a cool bit of fight. Now we're back to the humans.
Who's fighting? Who just got knocked down? I can't even tell.
Look at that. Don't you love seeing their feet shuffling in the background? Isn't this exciting?
It's like watching a boxing match, but only watching the feet.
Oh, look, I saw a tail. Oh, look, we can actually see it. Sorry, but now we gotta focus on the humans again. There we go, you got 2 seconds of fight. Back to the humans.
That is so horribly choreographed.
Look at how much we focus on the humans in this fight. Oh, look who's here.
Hi.
Don't you love seeing it all blurred out in the background? God, I love how this fight is like mostly humans and there's some dinosaurs in the background blurred out or their feet or whatever, you know? This T-Rex gets its ass kicked so much.
She's old, okay?
Now you ready to see how the Giga dies? He's gonna get pushed over. And that's it. This is where the fight should have began, you know? Like the actual fight. And there we go. That's it.
Okay, so now we get a fight between the T-Rex and the Therizinosaurus, right?
Nope, it's over. That was it.
You disappoint me, movie.
I told you the ending
You
fight was
don't
disappointing.
earn this music.
Nope. Giganosaurus did not deserve to get killed the way it did. Yeah, no, it deserved an actual fight, first of all. One that wasn't obscured by humans and statues, whatever. Look at, he's having Ramsey explain things and he's telling them what to write down. Why does the sample matter anymore? You've exposed literally everything right now already. Whatever. Oh, look, they're together. There you go. That was Dominion.
Put on a lab coat. Bothers me.
Everyone's wearing a coat. Look at this. Everyone's wearing like some sort of coat, except for like, oh, look at Alan and E in there. Now the dinosaurs are out of the facility somehow. I don't know. Look at this. Look at the dinosaurs are so everywhere. In Washington D.C., a kid is feeding that dinosaur at this fucking park. Look at that.
Is that a comfy?
No, it's a Moros intrepidus.
Huh, so it is. I'm not sure he's feeding. I'm pretty sure she's just getting her finger bit off.
Look at her. She's smiling and laughing. And she's petting its chin.
Oh, shit.
How? Of course he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Because she's just the bestest ever. She is literally the definition of a Mary Sue. She's the smartest ever.
And she's not even in the movie.
Yep. But she is. She's in like videos and stuff. Look at that CGI, dude. Look at it coming out of the grass.
It looks amazing.
Look at this. Look! There are more than one T-Rex in the valley. That's the buck and the doe from the Lost World right there.
Hey, you guys, don't eat good characters.
Look, she just bought a new plane. Everyone lived happily ever after, right, Alan? Just like Killer the Spinosaurus says. She got the exact same plane that she had before.
Why? Why wouldn't you get a better plane?
How'd they get her in that cage? Like, jeez, man. The fact that she didn't maul them as soon as she got out, that's very, lucky. Also, this isn't their home. It isn't even snowy here. How do they know where Blue is right now? How did they know she'd be here? It's not near their house. It's not snowy. How did they know that Blue would be here? You ever notice how every dinosaur in this franchise, despite the fact that every dinosaur lays clutches of eggs, every dinosaur only has one child?
Yes. And?
How dumb it is?
Maybe only one survives. I don't fucking know.
You've just given up. I never give up. I keep complaining because there's so many problems and I refuse to back down just because of the overwhelming number of them.
The movie's over. I don't care anymore.
Oh look, Blue came back to look at them. Isn't that sweet?
Nope.
She's eyeing them up as a potential meal right now.
It's like, you will be food later. I know where you live.
Also, she just left her kid alone for like a couple minutes there.
And it's gone. She goes back, the kid's just gone.
Yeah. Kidnapped again in like the last 5 seconds. Also, you notice how there's a Microceratus in the scene that's supposed to be in the original Jurassic Park, and yet we never see this creature? The original Jurassic Park?
I know.
This is great. There's so many problems. There's so many problems. Not really. What do you fuck do you mean? Also, look at this bullshit.
All these poor horses getting trampled.
Ugh, that's CGI. Ugh. Those whales are dead.
I guess it's a nice size comparison to the elephant.
So literally the ending of this movie is, maybe dinosaurs and man can coexist.
Bullshit, but hey.
Literally the plot of the theme of every Jurassic Park movie that has ever come before has been, one of the major themes has been that dinosaurs and man are inherently incompatible. This movie, maybe they'll work together. It'll be fine. Said by a Mary Sue character, retconned into the plot so recklessly it destroys the plot of both of these sequels to Jurassic World. In a plot full of convenience and contrivance and self-contradiction, lack of logic, this movie is a fucking train wreck.
Well, at least I can say I've seen it now.
So yeah, where do you place that? Because I think that was the single worst Jurassic Park sequel we've ever gotten in ever.
Hey, at least the Spinosaurus and T-Rex got a fight. Even if it didn't end correctly.
So yeah,
Actually, you know what? No, I give Jurassic Park 3 better just because of the cinematography at the end with the Spinosaurus and the water in the fire.
Hey,
that was masterful. Nothing compared to that in this.
Every single dinosaur scene in this movie was like 2 minutes long, and every scene of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park 3 is like 10 minutes long.
Like, seriously, the Spinosaurus in the river, that river scene, you know what I'm talking about. That's a masterful work of cinematography.
I don't know about that. I just know it's a well-made scene. That's it. It's not masterful. I don't think that Fallen Kingdom is way better cinematography than that entire scene.
Well, I'm saying there's nothing in this movie that even compares to that.
Oh, no, of course not. The cinematography is fucking terrible, and the editing was so full of jump cuts. The fact that all of the fights focused, like, entirely, and I mean entirely, on humans. You saw that ending fight. You saw how bad that was, right? Like, blocked by statues, focusing on humans, blurred in the backgrounds.
Couldn't see how bad it was. I couldn't see anything.
This movie was just so bad. Oh, God, I hate it so much.
So you got a question? Do you, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't know. I said this before. I rate Jurassic Park 3 a 2 out of 10. I think it's a freaking dumpster fire, a horrible, completely unenjoyable movie for me. There's only one score that's lower than that because I think this movie is worse. I give this movie at a personal rating a fucking 1. It is a 1 out of 10.
I couldn't agree more.
This is a terrible, terrible Jurassic Park movie and a terrible movie on its own. Jurassic Park 3, if you watch it by itself...
How do you have worse writing than Jurassic Park 3?
Jurassic Park 3 didn't have any writing. That's their secret. But yeah, I'm just going to say this. Jurassic Park 3, at least... Like, God, I don't even know. I was going to say something I already forgot. There's so many problems. Like, everything's running through my mind. Jurassic Park...
At least the dinosaurs were cool in Jurassic Park 3, even if they made no sense.
Oh, yeah, I expected a lot more from this movie. Oh, yeah, Alan, did you know the Iguanodon was in this movie?
I was reading that in the chat. Didn't see it.
Oh yeah, it's in some of the background shots. You know, in like the like when the lake's on fire and stuff. Like you can see one in the background of some of those shots. So that dinosaur didn't even get a scene. He didn't even get anything. He got shafted. But yeah, Jurassic Park 3 was dumpster fire, but at least it was like, you know what? We have no writing skill. Let's just write a bunch of dinosaur scenes and then connect them with the worst plot ever known to man. And that, I mean, we have no plot.
Threw everything at the wall and saw what stuck.
And yeah, then we'll call it a day. Jurassic World Dominion. We need to make art. We need to really knuckle down and write this.
Let's make a plot in our dinosaur movie where no one gives a rat's ass about the plot.
Hey, they can write good plots. The Lost World and Jurassic Park had very good plots, but they also had good writers, which is the difference. I actually want to see. Hold up. I want to check one thing. We have to check something. 1 second. Who wrote the original Jurassic Park? We know he did Michael Crichton to the adaptation, but who wrote the screen adaptation? David Coep. That's the guy. David Coep. Who wrote The Lost World? I get the feeling we're going to see a commonality with one man. David Coep. Now, who wrote Jurassic Park 3? Should we even take a look? I get the feeling that David Coep was the glue holding this entire franchise together for 2 movies. Hey, he's not there! He's not
Correlation does not necessarily equal causation.
Should we look at all the other Jurassic Park movies? Why are the only two good
No.
ones with a screenplay written by David Coeb, huh? What else has
Hey,
he made?
Jurassic World was okay.
God damn, he still has. Oh, he wrote the fucking Mummy. Oh god, Lego Jurassic World. He wrote for the Lego Jurassic World game. Interesting.
Well, at least that has a good sense of humor.
Oh, he wrote the Indiana Jones too.
Which one?
And Zathura.
Damn, this guy's a good writer.
Holy shit, he wrote Jurassic Park Dinosaur Battles. Remember that game? Dude, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
You know what? Damn, this guy might actually be a personal hero of mine, and I didn't even
Mission
know it.
Impossible.
Hey, I think someone was talking about that earlier in the chat.
Toy Soldiers, I remember that movie. Man, David
Toy Soldiers
Coeb.
is great.
Man, freaking David Coeb is a freaking legend. Jesus.
Fucking living legend, apparently.
I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less. You know he actually gets eaten in The Lost World? He's actually in that movie.
Yeah, cool.
Like in the San Diego sequence when the T-Rex is rampaging, there's a dude who gets eaten in the crowd. That's David Coeb. I remember that. So yeah, David Coeb is just a goddamn master of screenwriting, and then the rest of these movies got like the worst rejects.
They got The Shaft.
I have to look. Let's just take a look who wrote the rest of these. It wasn't David Coeb, obviously. Amanda Silver and Rick Jaffa. I don't know. I've never heard of them. What do they do? I just have to know because the writing in all these movies have to. Oh my god, Alan.
What?
Mulan. The live-action adaptation of Mulan.
Yeah.
That's who wrote Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, the first one?
Yep, the first one. The one that's kind of okay. But even the writing's still terrible. Oh my god. Both of the writers from Jurassic World wrote Mulan. For Disney.
Oof.
Yeah, that is an oof moment.
That's a take that off my freaking thing moment.
Who wrote this one? Derek Connolly. I'm not gonna credit the directors because whatever. I don't know. What did you write, Derek Connolly? He was in all the Jurassic Worlds. Well, we found someone who's the linchpin in Failure. He wrote Kong Skull Island and Detective Pikachu.
Oh no, he was the guy
Rise of Skywalker. Oh no.
Ew, man, this guy's got a mixed bag.
Oh my god. He's writing Metal Gear Solid. A movie Metal Gear Solid.
Well, that's gonna be bad.
So he wrote Detective Pikachu, but he also wrote all the Jurassic Worlds, Skull Island, and The Rise of Skywalker.
I gotta wonder, is this guy good or bad?
I don't know. This guy has like flip-flops. He wrote The Amazing Skull Island. He wrote the pretty standard Detective Pikachu, but then he wrote the god-awful Rise of Skywalker and Dominion. Oof. This guy is like a coin flip. Anytime you hire him for your film, you flip a coin, and if it lands heads, you get a good script.
I'm almost wondering if it's based on who's in charge.
You mean Colin Trevorrow, the guy's been in charge of all three of these projects as well?
I wonder if it's based on who's in charge. I wonder if he's a good writer.
Pacific Rim Uprising. Alan, the other writer to Pacific Rim Uprising.
Hey, Pacific Rim Uprising was...
you stall there.
It's meh.
And I haven't heard of anything else they've ever done. They've written a bunch of shorts. Their first movie was Pacific Rim Uprising.
King Kong Skull Island gave me hope. Rise of Skywalker made me lose it.
Yeah.
funny from a movie series where the first official movie in the Star Wars franchise was called A New Hope, huh? Ironic.
You know, it's good to point out that the only thing that Colin Trevorrow has done, aside from a couple small films, is make Jurassic World products.
I heard Pacific Rim was horrible. What one are you referring to?
Uprising, of course. Pacific Rim, the first, was amazing.
If you're referring to the original Pacific Rim, you're insane. If you're referring to Uprising, Uprising
obviously,
has its moments.
It has to be Uprising, because Uprising was terrible, apparently. I mean, I haven't seen it, and I don't want to see it.
We have seen it. We watched it together.
No, we didn't. You think of something else. And
no,
if we did, I've completely...
We watched...
Then
We watched it together. It's the one with the little girl and her little freaking mech that she makes in herself.
the fact that I don't remember watching it says enough about it, Alan.
Like, okay, good. Yeah, no, Pacific Rim Uprising wasn't. I wouldn't call it absolutely horrible, but I would call it forgettable. Meh.
I don't know, man. This is so disappointing. Jurassic World Dominion is terrible. The entire Jurassic World trilogy has the same writing quality as a first-year amateur writer. I rewrote Jurassic Park 3, and I feel like I'm going to have a work cut out for me at some point in the future fixing all the problems in these movies, because they are just so obvious and so easy to see, and so... The fixes are so obvious. And writing a more interesting, engaging narrative isn't difficult. I think it's the fact that it's... I'm going to be honest, I'm going to blame a lot of this on Universal.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's
Because
Universal's
big
fault.
corporations are mortified of creative and original ideas and exploring new realms. They don't want new ideas. They don't want interesting concepts explored. They want to tease the idea of an interesting concept and then throw it behind the fridge.
Seriously, what happened to the whole revenge blah blah blah? What did they change the story last minute to make it about Locust? That's like what all the trailers were about.
Yeah, there's like one shot of Locust in the trailers and everything else is dinosaurs. It's like false advertising.
Well, I'm just remembering, like, I remember the trailers almost depicted it like a rivalry of the ages between Giga and.
Could you imagine?
Like, I expected.
Could you imagine if this entire movie was built up as a grudge match, 65 million years in the making between a T-Rex and a Giga?
That's what it felt like to me when I was watching the trailers, honestly.
That's what it should have been. That would have been the right amount of
And that would have been a
ridiculousness.
cool movie. I would totally watch a grudge match, a Giga and T-Rex fighting it out. That'd be hilarious. It'd be great.
Yeah, go Godzilla versus Kong. Make multiple fights between the two that end in, like, I don't know, kind of soft stalemates until the final battle, which is like a 10-minute long super battle sequence where every animal uses every ability to their advantage and just goes at it, and the Therizinosaurus comes in, and it's just a three-way freaking...
Or better yet, get rid of the fucking Therizinosaurus and put
No,
Spino
the
in where he
Therizinosaurus
belongs.
deserves to be there. It would be so cool. Hey, why don't you bring in the freaking Spino too? Make it a four-way battle. We're going full-on free-for-all in this bitch. A four-way super battle between a T-Rex, a Giga, a
it'd be
Spino,
so
and a
fucking good.
Therizinosaurus. With, like, lightning
so
and the
good.
forest burning and everything's just going off and just complete chaos. If you're gonna make a dinosaur movie with this level of writing, you need to approach it with the mindset of an excited child smashing toys together. If you are gonna be this bad at writing.
And they did, and it came out with one cool scene, remember?
Yeah?
The wrangling of the Parasaurolophus.
God, this movie is a fucking disaster. Yeah, I mean...
One cool scene came out of Child.
Hey, no, I
You
think that the plane scene was too, because I mean, you saw my artwork when I was a kid, right? I used to draw that scene a lot. A Quetzalcoatlus attacking a plane. I used to do that so much.
You have drawn that a few times.
That's another... Like, those ideas are the ones that work. Dinosaurs chasing somebody through a European city. That was... That was one of the best scenes in the movie, and it was still underwhelming. There is so much more you could have done with that scene.
I don't know, man. I'm just like...
The Therizinosaurus scene
I
is
would
too
agree
short.
with
The
you.
Quetzalcoatlus scene is too short. The Pyroraptor scene is too short. The Malta scene is too short. The Giga fight is too short. Every dinosaur scene in this movie is too short.
Agreed.
And
I would
every
agree with
single
you,
Locust
Brick.
scene is way longer than it should have been.
I would agree with you, Brick, but there was only one problem to me with a Giga versus T-Rex fight in general. T-Rex wins.
I mean,
It's not much of a fight. Giga's kind of stupid.
well, see, my idea for what they should have done with the Giga, right, is that they should have had one accurate Giga in the valley, and then this one should have been inside the facility, and Dodson should have made specific reference that they designed it, that they've genetically altered this Giga with so many different gene splicing they don't even know what it really is anymore, and that it's designed solely to fight because they want a dinosaur that can sell in the black market for big bucks to put into dinosaur fights.
Hey, that would be something that would make sense for an actual villain.
He clones a dinosaur specifically to fight other dinosaurs to win money in arena fights and sell tickets to rich people. And it breaks out and it fights the T-Rex with a super jacked up super mega giga who's just ready to kick ass. And so this T-Rex is like a normal T-Rex, so it's like an actual even fight at that point because this giga is so genetically enhanced. It's like beyond the scope of any real giga could ever be. That's what it should have been. Like, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
And
I like your chat. Your chat's pretty cool.
yeah, chat's nice. I like them. They give some good suggestions. And like I was saying, the Therizinosaurus could have been there. The Spinosaurus could have been there. They don't have to. It could have just been the T-Rex versus Giga fight, the way I described it. But, I mean, again, just have fun. Make scenes that are nothing but you thinking, you know what would be cool, and then do that. That's all you need for a movie like this. Focusing on a really advanced, in-depth plot when you have all the writing talent of a first grader is not the way to go.
They're dinosaurs. They're vicious killing machines.
They're not.
That.
They're just animals, but this movie franchise has not had just animals since The Lost World, so they don't get that excuse anymore. It's been 3 movies, and they haven't done it yet. Like, come on.
They've always used them as vicious killing machines when it comes to the carnivores. They will always be vicious killing machines when it comes to the carnivores.
They never... No, they weren't. They had good justifications for doing what they were doing in the first 2 movies. Again, they were always doing something that an animal would actually do. But then Jurassic Park 3 comes out, and every dinosaur just wants to kill them. And then Jurassic World comes out, and every dinosaur just wants to kill them. And Jurassic Fallen Kingdom comes out, and every dinosaur just wants to kill them. And then Dominion comes out, and it's like, oh, well, they're animals too. They have rights to exist. See, this one isn't attacking.
Actually, I kind of like the reasoning.
Stop with the wishy-washy.
I kind of like their reasoning they actually did give for Indominus going around and killing everything.
I mean, at least, yeah, the Indominus had a reason for it, so they interacted, but why was the Carnotaurus so aggressive? Why was the Baryonyx so aggressive? Why were all these other dinosaurs so needlessly aggressive too? There's no explanation for those guys. It's just...
Excellent question. Excellent point.
They have equal aggression, but some get explanations and some don't. The Baryonyx dives through a wall of lava to bite people.
Which makes no sense at all. If anything, it would see the lava and run the other direction.
Exactly. It's just, they don't get the excuse anymore when they've been ignoring it for 3 movies. It doesn't work anymore. I really should read your thing on that, Brick Tricks. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about it. I've been so busy with work and other things lately. I've been trying to find time to make my Lego videos and my Atrociraptors and all that stuff, but I swear I'll get to it. I'm sorry. I promise I'm not going to be like Alan here, who's been ignoring the fact that he hasn't read anything for like years at this point. I don't know.
They don't need to know that your editor never reads your book.
Yeah. That's why nothing ever gets freaking uploaded. But anyways, I don't know. Just this movie was just a goddamn disaster. It was just so bad. And I know people like it. And I don't care if you like it. That's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it. But don't call it a good movie.
You gave me a fun time here today. I'll read your damn book tomorrow after work.
You said that a couple of days ago. It's been like 5 days since your last promise.
There's a big difference here. Tomorrow is Friday. I can take a nap when I come home and not have to worry about getting up early in the morning.
Yeah, one of your infamous naps, the 13-hour ones?
I'll set a louder alarm.
Yeah, okay.
How about this? You call me. I won't go to bed.
Maybe Mabel Jones. T-Rex should be treated more like an emotionally intelligent animal. That's kind of true. T-Rex was one of the smartest, if not just the smartest large carnivore. It should be a little more intelligent. Maybe not as intelligent as you're saying. I don't think Killer was. That's too far. But the T-Rex should not just be a mindless killing machine. The Giga is dumb. Gigas have very small brains. It's fine. But the T-Rex should definitely be portrayed as smarter than it actually is.
Well, you have... I'm seeing what the Killer Spino is saying. I understand what he's saying. I disagree.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense that the Spino wanted revenge. Animals don't understand revenge. It's not a concept to them.
Well, that's not true. Animals do understand revenge. But I don't think a Spinosaurus, at least historically speaking, were cowards.
No, they weren't confrontational. But
the
Jurassic Park 3, the Jurassic Park 3 variant is a hybrid that's not a true Spino. But even then, animals aren't that aggressive. They don't go after prey for revenge like the Spinosaurus did. Maybe in the moment, maybe right when the incident happens, it would make sense. But chasing them across the entire island, expending all that energy
for sure, but it wouldn't go anything past attacking the plane.
Yeah, expending all that energy to chase them across the entire island, it doesn't make any sense.
Spinosaurus likes to sit in the river and fish. That's
Whenever,
what Spinosaurus does.
whenever my rewrite where I explained it because it was two pairs of extremely malnourished and starving baryonyx who found easy prey, so there was actually an explanation for why they would hunt them across the entire island. That's how you do it. If you're gonna give an explanation, you need to have one that makes sense.
The doe and the buck in the Lost World were treated very well.
They were just animals doing what they do. They were defending their territory and their young. They were animals, not monsters. Jurassic Park 3 has monsters. Jurassic World has monsters. Jurassic Fallen Kingdom has monsters. Dominion has monsters that pretend to be animals. Jurassic Park and the Lost World has animals. That's the difference.
No, the raptors were pretty good in Jurassic Park 3. It was pretty much just the Spino that was that bad.
And the Pteranodons.
Oh, yeah, and the Pteranodons. Pteranodons had absolutely no reason to be as aggressive as they were.
The raptors, I guess, yeah, I guess you're kind of right about the raptors. They were the only ones acting like animals, but that's only half of the movie's dinosaur cast. And
the raptors, I guess the Ceratosaurus, I guess, kind of made some level of sense.
I don't even know if I count him. He was in there for... Dude, the Ceratosaurus had as much screen time in this movie as the Pyroraptor did.
No, he had less.
The Pyroraptor had less screen time than the Ceratosaurus in Jurassic Park 3. I don't know, we should probably time it.
We'll do that one of these days. We'll do a side by side.
Dude, animals don't go after revenge that fucking hard unless it's like an elephant or something that's like actually really intelligent.
There were certain animals like that, but Spinosaurus is not one of them.
Yeah, dinosaurs were not intelligent
I'd actually
enough.
believe it more from the Ceratosaurus than the Spinosaurus.
I don't believe that an animal that big would waste so much energy running across an entire island chasing such small prey that has done basically nothing to it.
It would not be worth it for
No,
him.
it's not.
Let alone fight a T-Rex over it.
Yeah, dinosaurs felt more like cameos. Yeah, the dinosaurs are a cameo in Jurassic World Dominion. Every last one of them.
And this is coming from a guy whose favorite dinosaur is Spinosaurus. I love Spinosaurus. I really do. So, on a scientific level, I love Spinosaurus.
But he's not handled well in the Jurassic Park 3 movie.
But he is not handled well in the Jurassic Park 3 movie.
Nope.
My favorite scene is in the river scene, and that's where I feel like he is handled the best. In fact, that makes sense to me. I could see him
attacking a boat that enters his territory.
River. I could absolutely see that happening.
Yeah, attacking a boat that entered his territory.
Amazingly.
Don't you remember that's how I did it in my story? My rewrite is that they entered the Spinosaurus' territory. That's why he attacked them. I remember that.
You pretty much kept that scene more or less the same.
Because it was you only needed a tiny explanation for it, and it didn't really change anything. I really like my version of it. I really do. Thinking about it now, I really love my version of it. It's basically the same, but it adds even more to it, like an exploding boat.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the boat does explode.
It's great. But yeah, no. Dominion was just a disaster, and I can't like it. I hate this movie. I think it's awful. And they just, I don't know what they were thinking when they were making Jurassic World Dominion, but it was, whatever ideas they had, every one of them were wrong. That's wrong. Every single idea they had could have worked in theory if they had an actual writer instead of a room full of 12-year-olds. And then they had a really bored, uninterested, completely dead inside adult go over the script and snip out every dinosaur scene.
While we can't know for certain how intelligent dinosaurs are, we can make logical guesses bases on yeah, there you go.
CAT scans of the dinosaurs' brain cavities. That's how we know that the Troodon. I know the name is no longer technically valid. And it's like some sort of like Stenonychus or something like that. Some weird new dinosaurs that have replaced it because the Troodon name is like a Nomum dubium or something like that, where it's no longer appropriate to use.
I don't agree. See, you absolutely agree, Spino. You agree. If he killed the T-Rex, there'd be no reason for the Spinosaurus. He'd have meals for like a month.
Yeah, T-Rex is a big meal. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, just brain scans of dinosaur like skulls. We can see things like Troodon were the smartest of the dinosaurs, and T-Rex had a fairly large brain. And they even map out what each section of the brain is. That's how we know T-Rex's like senses were like the most refined of any animal in the entire animal kingdom. T-Rex was intelligent, it had amazing senses, it was incredibly powerful and bulky. T-Rex was the apex of carnivores. It was the pinnacle. these movies don't ever want to acknowledge that. They always want to have something cooler come out, but that's just not possible. T-Rex really is the top of the carnivore food chain.
And for some reason, they always make it Giga.
And then the Giga comes in, like the Arc Giga, and the Dino Crisis 2 Giga, and the Dominion Giga, and somehow this dinosaur that
Don't
weighs...
forget about the Giga abomination from that one Japanese game that didn't get released in America.
That was a Ceratosaurus.
Oh yeah, that's right. They tried to call that a Ceratosaurus.
Yeah, but anyways, no, it's like all those Gigas that are like, oh, they're like twice the size of the T-Rex, and somehow a 7-ton averaging carnivore with a weak bite force can somehow take down a Tyrannosaurus.
I can at least understand the argument for Spino, since Spino was legitimately bigger than T-Rex.
Spino was like, I don't know, Spino's got his own unique abilities and stuff. He's actually got a thing to stand out. Giga is just a weaker T-Rex. Like, that's it. Weaker bite force, smaller frame.
Weaker bite force, way less intelligent.
Oh yeah, really stupid too. And oh yeah, lacks binocular vision, which something interesting they ignored for this Giga model because it has binocular vision. Because they can't show it, you know, the actual Giga. Carcharodontosaurs in general all lacked binocular vision. That's part of the reason why they got replaced. Their binocular vision is an essential part of carnivores of the modern world and their hunting abilities. Giga was an outdated model with no binocular vision.
I actually believe Spinosaurus could beat T-Rex in specific situations, mostly involving water and ambushes.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie's just disappointing. I know, right? The Giga looks nothing like a Giga. It really doesn't. It looks more. I think I'm gonna say this is like if I did do a rewrite of this movie, I would mention that the Giga, which they call it, the Giga, I would mention more that its genome is probably more based on something like Sciates. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you this. So if you wanted to set up the Giga rematch, right, like to make it like a million-year-old grudge match, you know what you should do, Alan?
What would you do?
I mentioned it. I just said it. You make the base genome a Sciates. Do you know what a Sciates is?
I do not.
Sciates is an American species of Carcharodontosaurid that was actually in direct competition with Tyrannosaurus ancestors. In other words, you look right here, you could have a storyline, like a beginning intro where you go into the Cretaceous period, early Cretaceous with the Sciates and these early Tyrannosaurs, and let's like the Tyrannosaurs try to steal from an adult Sciates or something, and they get into like a little scuffle where the Sciates try to chase them and not like get them off of their corpse, only for it to trip and fall into like a ravine and die. And then the T-Rex steal its kill. And then, you know, go millions of years later, and you have like, I don't know, they say the skeleton of that Sciates is on Earth, like it's like the wind has exposed it, and the skeleton itself gets crushed by like a T-Rex or something. And so like you could set up this whole grudge where this ancient Sciates holds a grudge against the Tyrannosaurs for not only killing it but destroying its skeleton. It would be really silly, but that would actually work.
It would.
It would work to set up the confrontation. Like say like the whole skeleton gets destroyed except for like one leg bone that Alan Grant himself uncovers, and that it gets used as the base genome for the Biosyn Giga. And there you go. Now you have a grudge match that not only makes paleontological sense, but feeds into that ridiculousness that this franchise really needed to go for to be able to work. Sciates is such a cool dinosaur. I love him. I actually have this toy. This is the Sciates toy from the Jurassic World toy line itself, by the way. So they know it exists. But yeah, that's just my opinion, anyways. I don't know. There's just so much wrong with that movie, but I think I don't know. It's just there's so much to say, and you can never really fully cover everything. It's just how it is.
This movie to me looked a lot more like an Acrocanthosaurus.
It did, didn't it? Because of the back spine. If they should have just made it an acro, honestly. It looks more like
it would have made more sense, too. It would have been closer to the size comparison. Acro was a big thing.
Acro was pretty big. Yeah, you're right about that. Acro was a big boy. I've seen those skeletons. I've gone to museums. He was a big boy. Yeah, like I was saying, just have the Sciates get into a scuffle with early Tyrannosaurs. He trips and dies. And we fought like imagine the framing device where the camera locks on the dead body of the Sciates, and then millions of years pass to see its flesh go away, turns into a skeleton, and then it gets unearthed again. Like it gets covered in dirt over the years, and then it gets unearthed, and then a T-Rex steps on it, and like with like a fight with another T-Rex, and then you see they get into two T-Rex, they fight, and one of them falls over and crushes the rest of the skeleton, and there you go. Now you have the setup. And you also kill off one of those T-Rexes and have them be the DNA the same way it does in that. You remember the prologue with the mosquito took that T-Rex's DNA?
Yeah, I remember.
You could have that scene happen as well as crushing the skeleton, and boom! Suddenly you have an actual setup for the grudge match with this, this ancient Sciads-based Giganotosaurus, which we could probably just call like Giganotosaurus Biosinis or something. But yeah, I don't know. There's just there. You see this? What I'm talking about? Like two guys in a fucking Discord call could come up with a better story idea on the fly for like probably any part of this movie off the top of our heads, because it doesn't even take a complicated or intelligent person to come up with better ideas than this movie went with.
Well, it also helps that we're decently. Both of us are decently. I'm not
We're
saying.
hobbyists.
Yeah.
We're not much.
We're decently well versed in dinosaurs to an extent.
That I would say we have a lot more knowledge in. Yeah. I am an extensive paleo nerd, so I know a lot about this stuff. I mean, fuck, you didn't even know what science was. I know what science is because I'm obsessive for.
I'm not as much as a paleo nerd as you, but I do know my dinosaurs.
It's just, I don't know. That would have worked out so much better. Have the base genome be a Sciads, call it Giganotosaurus Biosinis, and then have it be some sort of super abomination created by Biosin to specifically sell to fighting rings. And then you could tie it into that fighting ring story from Malta.
You could tie it into the fighting ring story, and you can tie it into them saying they don't do that.
Yeah, it's legitimately like imagine if you went down into that market, right? And then instead of just having a little baby fighting ring, there was a massive, big arena where they fight big dinosaurs together. And instead of like just passively walking around and the plan going according to plan, Owen gets knocked out and dragged into like a secret penthouse over the fighting ring, and then there's Donson literally right there overseeing the new fights in his new arena that he's like secretly funding. And you get like a little scene between Donson, who gets to talk about how much he enjoys the dinosaur fights because they make him so much money. Like you're gonna have a cartoony villain just go all the way. This freaking half-assed Steve Jobs dopey asshole didn't exactly do anything for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't know what the hell that was.
No, Matt, and also I would, they should have really just got
especially
rid of
if you think of especially if you look back at the Dotson from the original movie.
He was nothing in the original movie. The fact is, they should have made what they got is dopey, clueless manager when they should have been going for ruthless, cunning, sociopathic businessman. Like, you need someone who's like pure evil, who will sacrifice human life at a moment's notice to make an extra dollar,
while being smart enough to hide it.
Yeah, being cunning enough to hide it. Like, it's not that difficult, guys. Big corporations get away with so much in the real world.
Especially, they tried to go with the angle of manipulating Dr. Wu, but they had to dumb down Dr. Wu when they could have smarted up someone else.
They did smart up someone else, don't you know? It was Charlotte Lockwood. She's the smartest person who's ever existed, and it was this genius behind Jurassic Park.
Not what I meant, and you know it.
What are you talking about? She's right there. She's the most amazing person ever. She's not a Mary Sue.
I know you're joking, but I kind of want to fight you.
I mean, legitimately. I just want to ask this. What writer doesn't learn how to avoid writing Mary Sues in, like, their first few years of writing? Like, that's something you get out of your system at 16 years old. Who are these professional writers?
Even I don't write Mary Sue characters.
Like, that's just abysmally bad. Yeah, she's smarter than Dr. Wu, and she's been here the whole time. She cloned herself and then made herself immune to her own cancer. She's just the greatest person who's ever existed, and you just never noticed her. She was always in the background. But she died because she was too perfect for this world.
Yeah, Spino, Dotson, we got Dotson here. Nobody cares.
I don't know, man. There's too much to say. You would never be able to cover it all. You could spend hours talking about this movie, never get to every issue with it, but it is just a goddamn train wreck.
Creates a podcast that is just dedicated to shit talking Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah, we should watch Jurassic Domination next. Yeah.
Now that would be a fun. We should do our terrible movie nights as these streams for watch-alongs. It'd be great for all the terrible movie night dinosaurs. It'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of fun to watch bad dinosaur movies, but I don't know. I feel like if I watched Jurassic Domination by the Asylum, I think I would find a better written movie than this.
Based on the trailer, yeah. They're
Yeah,
bringing more dinosaurs.
they made it less of a Giga and more of a monster. That's what I'm saying. They should have just leaned into that. If they're talking about, oh, we have pure dinosaurs, then why was the Giga there so inaccurate? They never tried to bother explaining it. They never tried to give an in-world explanation. They never did any of that shit because that's too complicated for their tiny pea brains. I don't know, man. This movie, every time I watch it, just makes me feel depressed after watching it from how much missed opportunity there is.
I think we actually have seen that one.
You mean the Triassic World, the one with the Gojirasaurus by the Asylum?
Yep, I'm pretty sure we've seen that one.
We've at least seen a review of it. Probably Decker Shadow's review of it.
Pretty sure we did see Decker Shadow's review of it.
I mean, if the movie is stupid enough, who cares about accuracy? Because there's enough problems in it. But Jurassic...
If you give me a campy enough movie, I'll still enjoy it.
I don't know.
That's the trick. If you want to go, you can't. You have to go all the way.
But they didn't. They were afraid to go anywhere with this movie besides bland. You see, the problem is they never went either or. They had some ridiculous concepts: a fire-breathing Giga that looks super inaccurate, a big fight at the end. They had a lot of ridiculous and fun concepts. They had the guy wrangling dinosaurs on the back of a horse.
But they were too afraid to act on any of them.
They went so half and half wishy-washy that they never went either super serious or super fun. They just, I mean, you can do both. Unfortunately, they don't have the talent for that, so they should have just gone with super fun. But instead, they tried to go way too serious.
They didn't have the talent to do both. They didn't have the talent to go too serious, so they should have went fun.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels like they should have just. I think somebody said it that they should just try to go with the direction of the Fast and Furious. So they just should keep getting more and more ridiculous. I don't know if I totally agree with that statement, but they should at least lean into their craziness instead of like trying to hold it back for the sake of a poorly written plot.
Because the worst part is you can see the ideas are there. They're there. You just choose not to act.
Yeah, Brick Tricks. Like I said, they should have had an accurate Giga in the valley and have this inaccurate Giga locked up in a containment facility inside Biosyn, specifically referenced as as a genetic abomination created specifically by Biosyn to sell tickets to fights. That's it. That is the entire story of the Giga and what it should have been. But instead, we didn't get a story for the Giga. It's just there, looking super inaccurate while they talk about their pure dinosaurs. And yeah, if you want an explanation, shut up. Don't ask questions. Just consume product.
Well,
I think
I'm out.
I think we're gonna end it. Yeah, we got. This could go on forever, but we do need. I want to.
We could talk about this forever, but I got work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to end it here. So, thanks everyone who came along to join, even if you couldn't watch the movie alongside us, because this movie was just awful. God knows how long we talked after this movie ended, but it was something.
Hang on, Mike. I'm pretty sure I can. The movie stopped at 2 hours and 16 minutes, and the stream's been going on for. Shoot, I can't tell on YouTube apparently.
Don't worry, it'll upload after I think we'll see it afterwards. But yeah, so yeah, let's just end it here. We're gonna go to bed. I'm gonna try to forget I'm gonna try my best to forget this movie until I can make a review of it, and I can summarize this in a much more coherent manner. But this movie was just
I'm pretty sure we just did a review of it.
No, I need to get into. I need to go and do something like full on movie review analysis. I need to go and do an old Nostalgia Critic review. Just get except for without my face, like usual. But just get into it and explain everything I hate about this movie. I will eventually, hopefully. But yeah, so that's it. Let's just end it here. Let's call it. Let's just go to bed for the night. I need to get some sleep because I got so worked up. I'm just tired right now.
Yeah, no, that movie's horrible.
Yeah, so see.
I will talk to you later.
Yeah, see you, man.